countless times.
I'm not tired at all.
I have never even slept. I will be fine. I rolled for perception. 16.
16. What was that?
So I got a 14.
A 14.
11.
An 11. So, during your watch, you notice a couple of things.
Tree stuff.
One, there are two very large individuals trying to sneak up on your campfire, hiding behind the bushes. But in the light of the moon, you can see the light reflecting off Ysmir's armour, and you can just see this giant half-orc
No, dog, I blended with the trees. I don't know what you're talking about.
staring directly at you. And what did you get, a 16?
16.
You can also hear the sounds of some howls that aren't all that far away.
Similar to
yes.
the Gnoll house. Alright, being the leader that I am, I will elect not to wake up the rest of the party. Go to the edge of the camp, and I'm gonna draw out my little rapier, and be like, I wouldn't even come close, you fiends! I will kill you before you can even blink! And then do like a little flurry.
Oh my god, that horse means business.
I'm gonna ride that horse.
I barely make it up to your waist, but that is no matter for me. I will take you down.
Okay, buddy. Sorry, didn't mean to creep up on you like that. Trying to find some gnolls. You're not. Yeah, you're not a gnoll. Right?
No.
You're not a gnoll, right?
No, as you can clearly see from my magnificent appearance, my colossal appearance, some might say, is I am a centaur, and quite a tall one at that.
There's no bounties on centaurs, are there? You know what? I think we're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if we share in your fire?
Since I make all the decisions here, I'm going to... Let me just stare deeply into your eyes to make sure that you won't backstab us.
Cool, let me just kneel down to meet your eye level.
Make sure you hold it for 5 seconds.
And I'm going to stare, and I'm going to roll a constitution check to see if I don't blink. 15 plus 1. 16, alright.
Nailed it.
My eyes don't even blink once as I stare deep into yours, be like, this really hurts, but sure, I'll bring you to my underlings.
Nice. I just look at Ysmir, I'm like, what a peculiar little horse.
Spoken the right one, I think.
True.
And then I'm going to go gallop to everyone else who's like all asleep in, and I'm going to loudly shout, "Awaken, dear companions!"
I'm not actually asleep. Did I hear him say Did I hear him say underlings?
Go roll a perception check and see.
Oof. 7.
Can I just say as
unfortunately,
well?
just about to drift off.
Can I say as well? This light campfire that they saw was actually Vidiri just
Yeah,
sitting
she's
in
just-
the dirt amongst everyone.
Did we put your head in, dig a hole and put you in the hole? And
I just am the fire, just
Yeah,
all it is.
that's what
And
I mean.
you notice as well, there's 7 different candles laid amongst her, and they're coordinated with the stars, and there's this whole weird thing going on, and she kind of has this weird sleeping state.
Let's hope they're not superstitious, eh?
So that's such a big word.
Out of what's here,
Too many
who is
syllables.
actually sleeping? Because we've got
Me.
campfire. We got you on campfire.
Sleep, that's
What's
sleep.
it, sleep?
Really
The fire's going.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Okay.
Just,
We got 2 elves here who are just reverie it up to the max.
It is important to note that Lilith looks like an elf.
Ooh.
I don't know how that equips me in this situation.
Bring us back, Ares, now that we've established that we're all in various states of sleep.
It feels like we're all in various states of awake, and we just said, "Yeah, sure, buddy, you can keep watch."
We trust you 100%.
Shut up, Ares! I'm trying to sleep.
Don't you give me that tone.
I'll
I
give you.
am here to announce new underlings under my patronage.
Oh my god, he's found another squirrel again.
Vidiri wakes up and puts all the candles out really quick.
As you can see, I've met this very short orc and this not shinier than me knight.
Well met, adventurers. Would you like to share our fire?
Yes, that would be greatly appreciated. We are out here hunting some quarry. None of you guys, don't worry about that. But yeah, more the merrier, I guess.
I don't know what he's told you, but you're obviously very shiny, and you're not small at all.
Thank you. Is he actually your leader?
No, God, no.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of a motley crew.
Arius, you can't be the undercover boss if you keep telling everybody you're the boss.
Honestly, that makes so much
Remember
sense.
what we talked about? Undercover, secret boss.
I'm glad I came up with this idea.
It was a very smart plan that you came up with on the ride over here.
Alrighty, excellent.
So I'm sitting next to the fire. You just sort of, well, I guess, are you literally the fire? Is there an actual fire? I'm rolling with this. This is fine.
Staring at the
No,
jury.
I am the fire. Yeah, I'll sit back down.
Because I was going to be sort of
kinda-
so I'm literally going to have to be sitting there staring at you now, so that's fine.
Or it's the hair. It's the whole
So
hair.
we're kind of like
going
sit around
on.
you and it looks like a weird kind of ritual sacrifice sort of thing.
Yeah, no, but I'm kind of looking at you like,
Yeah, that's fair.
She's just pivoting every 2 seconds.
it's a fire with a direct eye contact.
So what are your names, friends?
My name is Ysmir.
Ysmir.
Yes, Ysmir, and my compatriot here.
I'm Oleni.
Eleni. Where do you find yourselves travelling from? Down this,
Oh, a little bit of everywhere, really.
All kinds of places. Many places. Lots of places.
Where the work is.
Yes.
where the work is. Did you pass through Darling recently?
Yes, we did.
I don't tend to look at signs. I'm a bit too tall.
I'm the one who asked directions.
Yes.
You
I had that
mentioned
too tall problem as well.
you mentioned work.
Did we?
You said where
Where
the
the
work
work
I
goes.
quite literally did, yes. May as well. We are problem solvers, I guess you would say. We
I
go
cause
around.
the problems, he solves them. And vice versa.
Let's leave it at that. Sounds great.
Interesting.
And who are you hunting? If you don't mind, a bit of idle chit chat around the lovely fire.
Already
here.
declared it to your leader here.
Right, fearless leader. What are they doing out here in the darkness?
Let me, I remember them saying, is there any bounties on centaurs?
Is there any
I
bounties on
think they're
centaurs?
here for us.
I didn't see any
Particularly
Darling.
me and my great renowned, so it must be me, I think.
We'd be happy to give him to you for a great price.
Yes, please take him.
Does he have the muzzle?
No, but you can just gut him.
Pass.
Bounty hunters.
Horse tastes good.
It's not nearly big enough to feed me.
An appetizer.
Truth be told, we are hunting a pack of gnolls.
No.
Little shoots up at this point. I'm sorry, what?
Hyena-like creatures.
Yes, no, I got that.
Yes.
You're hunting them.
Um,
Can I come with you? I want to see what a gnoll is. I've never seen a gnoll, and these ones were poo-pooing my idea of going to see the gnolls.
I mean, not exactly the friendliest creatures.
No, I don't mean to have a conversation with them. I'm going to stab them in the throat.
Oh, okay. Are you at all hunting gnolls? What are you all out here for?
We are travelling north to
We're
Ysmir.
with this guy.
Okay.
He wanted guards. We're guards.
Is Alaric awake?
Aradin?
Aradin.
He's sleeping soundly.
He's see a couple of empty kegs next to him.
Is he
Every
nearby?
dwarven snore.
Yeah.
He's not far away. He's
No, yeah.
Friend, foe. Who is this person?
He's the dwarvish caravan leader.
Spectacular.
Yeah. I'll say I'll go wake him up.
So you're all just
The fire
traveling.
disappears.
Yeah, sorry.
Ah,
You'll
what
see
is it?
darkness.
So,
Good
yeah.
morning.
There's people. Oh, there's people here. Come.
Yeah, so it's I guess it's a short but interesting story. I met Lilith and her companions in Darling, and I needed to head north on rumors coming out of Ishvanor in the northern forests in Etheria. Rumors of there's no need to keep it a secret of a blight and some information maybe in Ishvanor. So my travels take me there. Our fearless caravan leader, Aradin, the mighty blacksmith, he happened to be needing guards, and I thought of Lilith after seeing her battle prowess in the marketplace in Darling. And she was accompanied by... to be honest, I never did really work out how you guys had all met.
She was getting mugged. I came in.
We were getting crunk.
He
We were
kicked.
as we were getting crunk,
They were drinking.
I came in. I saved the day, I remember. I remember single-handedly taking down all 15 of the guards.
Would be
There was
consistent?
there was
Yes.
6 of them, and you took down one.
Can it be single-handedly when you
He did use his hooves. He's
I'm like a
Single-
I have a
I
halfling
forgot
top.
what a centaur was.
Halfling
You're just
top.
a horse. Look at really small.
Your name was Oleni. He's not. He's half horse. He's
Yeah.
not full horse.
Yeah, look, my intelligence is high, but not that high. So.
He did double hoofer guy.
There we go.
Not
Crushed his
single-handedly,
testicles.
but double hoofed.
Mostly stabbed air and then hoofed someone. Yes.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
And then we pretty much ran away.
Yeah, so I didn't realise that I didn't know each other prior to us making each other's acquaintance back in the Crippled Griffin.
It's weird that this didn't come up on our cart ride.
Indeed, or on the whiteboard, perhaps. But yes, well met adventurers. You see before you Ares, our fearless leader, Vidiri of Stormwatch, Lilliput Lethenway, and Lilith, Chaos Lord herself, and I am Faustus Delafay.
I like that.
Priest.
She does have like a really wide Cheshire cat-like smile.
A little bit too wide.
Just a little bit.
And you, Ysmir, recognise the dwarf as the blacksmith out of Dalling. You've had passed through and know him relatively well, being from the area.
Okay, that's right. All right, cool. No worries. Well met. Yes, we are in the area for some gnolls.
Stabbing Gnolls?
Just whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Whatever you fancy.
I believe Ares might have spied some tracks. Not 3 hours march south, I believe.
Yeah.
About 10 or so. I think I remember you mentioning Ares.
I think I do remember it.
They were going northwest
Northwest.
3 hours ago, which means we're on the wrong path. But, I mean, we
Right.
could just...
We elected to stay true to the mission and make our story that way instead of chasing down the Gnolls. Let's see. Do I remember anything else about the Gnolls? Oh, no.
They're trapezoids. I think you remember you referring to them as.
Right. Because they have pet hyenas that are trapeziums.
I'm not going to ask.
Please don't ever when we're with
I'm
him.
getting this vibe. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember anything else about them. Maybe they were nice.
Can I ask, when we look at Ysmir and Oleni, what do we see?
Okay. Yeah. So for me, I'm a 6 foot tall human male. I've got blue chainmail with white tunic and a long white cape, and on my tunic I have an emblazoned golden sun symbol, kind of sticking out.
Lathander?
No. But I've got a rather long sword. Wow.
It's a
Long.
just kind of off the side. Sorry.
No, it's the other. Mixing up games now. Just overwhelmed.
And your appearance.
Yeah, just confused. just along for the ride. So Eleni is quite large. On the leaner side, very much wearing stuff that you can tell she's absolutely rolled people for. If you can get the vibes, it's sort of like a little Star-Lord-esque. Just really thriving
Sorry,
on
not
that.
sorry about the paint job.
No, not that. I saw it, I was like, nice. Yeah, and just very much like, not necessarily the most talkative aside from cool guy over here, and just a lot of like smart ass comments. But yeah, very much like big, lean, just generally is there to be the muscle and not a lot else. Yeah.
How tall?
Undecided. As tall as you want me to be at the moment.
Can you be the tallest? 6'6"?
Look, I'm 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, no, nice.
6'9".
Nice.
6'9".
That's huge, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. That's all people say.
Taller than Faustus.
Yeah, and then
In that case, the pony was only your ankles, not the waist.
Changes things.
Very tempted to pick it up like a sausage dog and just like
Oh, they could be your purse puppy.
the Paris Hilton of the half-orcs.
I'm very quick, so you wouldn't be able to catch me if you
So
were
am
going to
I,
humiliate me.
surprisingly. She's got some speed on her. It's important to be lean.
Ysmir,
As well
did you
as-
have a copy of the bounty? And who was responsible for the charter of it?
This one's kind of come through my family, if I'm being honest. we get given missions, my family and I, and myself and my compatriot here, we have a tendency to just float around and see what's for, what we can get up to. It's basically my dad's making me do it.
It's how we met.
Yeah.
We've been at it a long time.
Mm.
Is that the sigil of your family, the golden sun?
It's more of a symbol of Pelor. Sun god, harvest, all good, shiny, bright things. But yes, it's also technically part of my family's crest, I guess you'd say.
Interesting. So your family is a god. So you're half a god?
Yeah, I've always found it a bit on the nose, if I'm being honest. Definitely not the case.
Definitely not the case,
Well, that's
but
not
half god. Let me
Demi,
remember.
Demigods? Are we
No, I hate this. No.
a touch
No.
of divinity?
No. Really, no. I mean, I am a cleric myself.
Kind of religious? Okay, kind of religious.
You pray very, very hard, and
my
then
families are generally paladins or clerics. That's generally how we go, as it were. Yes, we're not ourselves directly tied. We're just affiliates, I guess.
associates.
That's a good word for it.
Associate demigods. Right.
No, associates to demigods.
Associates to the demigods.
Associates to the demigods.
Demigod adjacent.
It's happening again.
Assistant to the regional.
Demigod.
It's like the regional demigod.
Ysmir, it serves us all that you should have, faith in one so powerful as Pedal, and that it's in your family, so that you keep good company.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We do seem to. I don't know how much assistance we can be. Aladdin here has his wares that need protecting, which is ostensibly why we are in his fine company, and we are heading north. We'd love to help you with your bounty, though. Have these Gnolls been causing a lot of trouble in the area?
I do.
Oh, now you want to go after the Gnolls?
I'm merely asking the question.
You look over and Aaron's already got his warhammer out. He's
Oh,
now
you're ready.
aye.
Well, I'm not going to try and protect your own. If okay.
I will say, to the benefit of your existing mission, if Gnolls have been even in sight of your caravan, they will begin to eventually track you.
That's what you said.
So,
Don't give me that. I told you so. Look.
I mean,
No,
why-
he did. He told me, and then I'm looking at you like I told you so.
I'm not looking at your face, Lilith.
No, I understand that. You're trying to avoid it. She's like...
like the smart, wise Ares myself always says is and this is, I came up with this 100%, so if anyone else says they came up with it, they're lying. A good defense is a good offense, so maybe we should use Ares battle plan number 1 and
Ares,
just go catch them.
before you start giving away proprietary secrets, why don't we talk about splitting the bounty?
No. How about we don't?
How about, yes. Let's put that on the table.
I mean, it is only fair if they are.
That's a
If they are going to help us, it
Maybe.
is only fair.
Some sort of roll. Somebody's getting rolled.
No, we don't really.
He's getting rolled at the end of this.
I know I don't do it for the gold, but it's good to have always wherever we go instead of just constantly finding people that think we're assholes.
Fair remuneration for
Unlike
fair work. I think we can all agree.
We're also
on
assholes.
this conversation. Just like
Lilith is like right there next to you guys. She's
around the
like,
campfire. We're like,
Our stealth is not
it's very much like
don't worry, we're also assholes. We can be assholes
Cop
together.
bad, cop bad.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sensing.
Yeah.
We do
But no,
try
Ollie,
to do our
but-
best. We do try to do our best when we can. No, yes. Nod your head, please. Yes.
It seems we'd be doing a service to everyone, including our caravan leader. Is that right, Aladdin?
Aye.
Great
Generous
good.
of us. Yay, the greater good.
Smash some Gnoll skulls. I like it.
I believe Master Lethenway over here did have terms. Is that right? To be ironed out, perhaps?
To be discussed. We're not unreasonable, but fair remuneration for fair work seems very reasonable.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. 5. I'd be happy to do a 50-50 split of the pool if you'd like. 50 for us, obviously being the original trackers, and the original owners of the contract, and again a 50% to you all if you would be willing to lend assistance.
I'm fucking in.
I'm very
I like
happy
the
to hear
weird
that.
one. I like the weird one.
I would like to
No,
renegotiate.
shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
How about 60-40, but we tell everyone that I single-handedly took care of the problem.
He does not speak
How
fast.
about 80-20 and we tell everyone
We've told
that
this
you
before.
did
Aries undercover
Yeah.
boss.
Can we discuss between us? We should just talk about this before we just start saying things.
Right, I'm going to single-handedly defeat it anyway, so there's no need to put that on the table.
How about for every army you single-handedly defeat?
Which I've done before.
Great. So this shouldn't be a problem. Then we can reallocate splits.
Okay.
Should be based on who does best.
Right.
Do you want to
That
wager,
seems good.
If
Aries?
we do all the work, we should get all the money.
How many Gnolls you can kill versus me? And if I win, I get to decide how much you get.
I mean, surely you
What
would not
happens
back
when I
down
win?
a challenge.
Then you get your
Then
60-40.
we all get to decide how much you get.
I
That's a
suggest one little.
I like the really tall one. She seems very smart.
You know, I think this sounds like a fair plan. So not only do I tell everyone I single-handedly did it, but I also outperformed the other people that weren't even involved in the helping. I'll agree to these terms and conditions.
Excellent.
I'm sorry.
Let's just agree to.
I don't want to be this guy. One of the areas my family mainly takes these contracts for. It's so gross to say out loud. It is essentially to increase our family's standing and renown, so I can't have anyone taking credits for my contracts.
All right, we're out. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it looks like we've got 100%. Rats.
That's fine. You just got to win.
Right, because we still have our thing on, so even though we won't
Yeah,
get any
Individual
money,
group kudos
Yeah.
would be wonderful, yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
so we don't do it for the
Don't
money
worry about it. Don't worry about
It's
it.
like a totem pole situation with you all, I'm assuming.
with me at the top. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Renowned amongst yourselves sounds like a wonderful prize. With again 50% of the profits, if we're in agreement with that.
Once again, yes.
She can come with us.
As you can tell from my overeager companion over here, it seems like we have a deal.
Nice.
Wonderful.
So how close have these howls been getting while we've been negotiating?
You like
So,
smell wet
Maybe
dog.
forgot to
There
mention
was
that.
anyone that heard
Cameron's
us.
just been
And
dragged off.
it seemed relatively close, but he wasn't sure just how far away it was. So
I was distracted. I didn't tell you guys. It's going to be a little bit too late before I let you guys know.
Lolliput, who, for Ysmir and Oleni's benefit, is a dark elf, is going to do a perception check to try and work out just how close these Gnolls or this threat might be. And that is a 13.
But best you can tell, they're probably about a few kilometres away. But they do appear to be getting louder and closer.
Well, it seems our work might be coming to us tonight.
Convenient.
Right, and I start getting dressed and putting my coat on and getting ready. Get ready to go.
Start doing hamstring stretches.
Do you guys want to set traps, or do you just want to, what do you want to do here?
What traps?
How do you want to skin this pig?
Preferably with a blade.
I was going to suggest that perhaps you might show us the way, being renowned bounty hunters from a family of them. Ysmir?
You are taking a larger share of the profit. As well.
Yeah, this is more than fair. Absolutely. I'm more than happy to take the lead. Having you as my auxiliaries would be greatly appreciated. Okay.
Technically, unless we've taken
We
a
want
short
to
rest.
set up a little ambush.
We could do some hits.
Videri definitely stands up and kind of like rolls the fire so they're not tracking us based on the light, much like other people did recently.
Yeah, who would do that? Crazy.
You know.
Yeah, do you want to do some like?
Yeah. So Luke, can we get a gist of the land, the layout, as to where we would assume Gnolls would potentially try and attack us from?
You've been tracking them northwest, so they're likely to come down out of the lightly forested foothills. Yeah, they're a bit further north.
Okay, cool. So where we're situated right now in this camp, is it generally just in like a clearing? Are we on a hill? What's the
So it is flat plains, and you're just sort of on the edge of the light forest. So there's just a few trees around,
Okay.
and the caravan is pulled off just to the side of the road in a nice little clearing of trees.
Okay, cool.
The campfire there.
Alright. So north this way?
Whatever, man.
Always.
Roll the dice. Yep, sounds good.
So that's north.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's all. Cool.
do you
So they're
wanna
likely to be coming from
Aries.
Let's confuse everyone on the stream. It's that way.
do your go-to, spiked moat, 1 point of entry? What do you want to do here?
Yeah, so what we would like to do at this stage is get some of our caltrops, dig ditches that are barely about 40 centimetres across, Team Rocket style, like little twigs and everything. Like to set up some traps just to try and slow any kind of creep or advancement, and we'd like to do them kind of cross section throughout the area of where we believe they'd be coming from.
Alright, well.
Well, we had different plans.
It's not that thing.
No, literally. Moat.
We
It's
will.
like Vietnam.
Oh,
Bamboo spikes. Like,
Oh.
just a pit. I mean,
You've watched the Dark Team Rocket.
We will pop some markers there for where you'd like to place traps.
Okay.
So,
in a circle.
that will be for Eleni in a second.
Oh, if you want
Yeah, I live in this seat now. I hope everyone.
That's fine.
Sorry.
I do have
Everyone's
somewhat
cool.
nice.
Technically, I do have them on.
See, I told you the little like kitty crabby thing. I need to get that shark mouth handle for it.
I would like to be there.
Oh, your laser pointer. I was like, is that a bell?
I had it in the one shot. I think you said the same thing. You were like, oh, let's
Yeah, no, I just don't know how to like identify anything.
Here?
That's why I'm not reliable for perception ever.
That one will be for.
Katie or in character?
You've really committed to this character,
Sorry?
Katie. Really committed to this character.
One
It's all method
in the other
acting.
corner.
Oh yeah, except I'm not strong.
Yeah, and maybe another one just there.
Mentally or physically, we're just here.
Okay. So,
I'm also going
Spiritually,
to summon
No.
Idolin, and she's just going to go up into a tree somewhere.
Hell yeah.
up into a tree.
Idolin is a monkey with an owl head on it.
That's creepy.
I love that.
I just had like the Wizard of Oz monkeys.
Yeah, but with an owl head.
I will just flip over to the other scene so we can see our campsites. And there we go.
Okay, so what do we, so
Get up there into that tree over there.
They're all traps, the pink circles.
Okay. Alrighty.
So,
So
the pink
what-
circles are our traps.
So while that's
Just need to
going
set up.
on, can I just like grab a few logs and stuff and chuck them in the tent with like clothes wrapped around them, just that have like scents on them?
Sure.
Tight. Love how that sounded.
Go ahead.
What an annoying voice.
Spit that water at you.
Try and get some zoom. There we
Yeah, cool. And then I is that like soft soil? I'm just gonna bury myself under.
You're going full
Full
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
go.
Schwarzenegger.
Go ahead and make a strength check to see how quickly you can dig out the hole. Because there are some howls very nearby now.
That's
Yeah,
a
you report your
26, Luke.
Alright, so you just slam down.
It's Titan.
It's just with one dig, it's like a bulldozer that just
Okay.
goes.
Lilith looks at you and is just like, I'm feeling some strange things.
It happens all the time. You'll get used to it.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if I can do a recap, you bustled over, grabbed some logs, thrown them into our worldly possessions.
I put them in there respectfully,
And then
but I like put your clothes on top, so it just looks like literal sleeping logs with clothes. So it's got everyone's.
Emptied out all our
Well,
bags.
it's got like everyone's scent in there. They're tracking your scents. I have now disguised my scent and set traps. So I'm hoping you guys might potentially follow my lead and get out.
I just can't wait till Lilliput sees what you've done to his really expensive cravats that you've just emptied out.
When I said I put it down respectfully, I do genuinely mean
Yeah.
I like slid them in.
Make a stealth check
Great
for me so we can
review.
see how well hidden you are in the hole.
Oh, what, sorry?
A stealth check.
Oh no, here we go.
Surely she's dug a couple of kilometres deep.
Oh no.
I might move over to this tree line here and stealth as well if I can.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Seeing you. Actually, where are you? Where are you going to put yourself?
The not stealth at all mound of dirt in the middle
Like right there.
that rolled a 7.
Since the Gnolls are coming
In
from
that case, yeah,
our
I'm
direction,
gonna
should we
Go
right
put
ahead
there.
and roll your stealth check.
Admittedly,
Good idea.
Can we like put the horses on the
Here
other
we go.
side
Brand
to
new
a
dice.
like a tree or something?
Right next to that grenade.
Mine are rolling low.
Now 20.
Oh, okay.
Nat
see, I'm massive anyway. So
Lilith
being
all but
stealth-
disappears into the
I'm just like-
night.
I'm just
No
strapped to like
idea
dirt
where she has
and
gone.
leaves, and I'm just like.
I was like, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you. And then like I walk past the tree, and
So
then people are
creepy.
just like, where the fuck she go?
Like a
I'm
little
gone.
Cheshire cat, yeah.
Lollipop's going to hide underneath the cart for a 12.
So far,
I'm
everyone's
so
doing
glad.
very well.
Look,
That
we're
the
also
dragon
moving
guy's
the horses to like the opposite side of the Gnoll attack.
Are you
So,
gonna stand with them and then just look like a baby?
Oh,
we're going to lead the horses over this side, are we?
No, I would never hide.
Horseception.
Right in the middle.
Does anyone else want to hide?
I'm
I'd
gonna.
say I'd make a move to. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry, you go.
Oh, I would just go behind that big rock by the horses over there, try to hide the light that is given off.
I'm gonna pop a squat next to the
Baseball
fire.
Okay, you're going to make a stealth check for Derry with disadvantage.
Aviators.
You don't know what's going on here.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to enjoy my life.
What was that, Batman?
I've just really done like dirt angels there.
He's also in the
It's
campsite.
like a kid having the
Yeah, fair enough.
Derry, I'll get you to roll a stealth check with disadvantage because you are glowing a little bit.
And in heavy armor.
And in heavy armor, so you get
Okay, that's a 2 for the first roll.
2.
I want to get better.
And a 19.
Oh,
Oh.
sucks then.
No,
So
12.
you can just see this orange glow emanating from behind the rock.
Next to the horses.
Alright, so
The horses, I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
horses would be
And-
glowing.
I getting closer and closer. I'm assuming we're getting the feeling of anticipation building right now. I'd like to cast Detect Evil and Good. That doesn't sound right. It should be good and evil, shouldn't it?
It's okay.
Well, how come do you want
This
to
doesn't roll
I
off the
guess,
tongue as
I
well.
guess for the most part, you're constantly seeking
Detect
me out
good
with
and evil sounds
things are
better.
evil though. So
Yeah.
it's top priority.
Very rarely you're like, is this guy good? Because I really want to.
How long does that go for? A minute?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
let's
No,
have a
because
look here.
they're like they
I feel like I deserve good right now. Literally.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
like,
could use danger
you
sense,
know, like
but it's just
Batman
like
Arkham
useless.
Asylum where you can do the extra vision.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or Harry Potter. You just rebel
Again.
Yeah.
Set up for me.
We are going to come back to the cravat issue.
Oh my god, I didn't break any, bro!
Did you wash your hands beforehand?
Nope.
Just
Spat on
touch-
him as I went.
Just.
Orkies.
Did a bit of a test dig, and then I was like,
I was just like looking at them and I was like, all over stuff.
A weird handkerchief.
I'm gonna put my ballsack on your drum kit.
I'm just waiting for the we became best friends part. You know, it's coming. You're gonna get the whole character arc, alright?
I at one point will have to yell out, yo, I'm gonna play Moby Dick for real, like, and that's it.
It's gonna be a beautiful thing when you guys finally, like, you know, really just.
Just hold hands. Take a walk in the park.
Just kiss each other
so-
already.
You
throws up
set
the
out,
balance.
you cast Detect Evil and Good, and nothing shows up within range. So there's nothing, no aberrations, celestial, elemental, fiend, fire, undead within 30 feet.
Cool.
Where is he?
Maybe
I'm pulsing.
Maybe the
He's in the center of the
disadvantage
camp.
Okay, good.
Just on the edge of the road.
Bro, these are slow.
No, just checking if he's within 30 feet of me.
Not quite.
Okay,
A
good.
little bit further. You're a little bit further than 30.
Let's keep it that way.
If it's Detect Good and Evil, they could just be like,
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
pay their taxes, but also bitch at the neighbours, that type of thing. Just in that middle ground of like neutral.
That's true.
Gnolls are renowned for paying their taxes.
Although,
Stick
you're
this way.
familiar with come up as Faye, wouldn't it? Yes. So you do detect
Yeah.
Healing.
Elon. Fighting in the tree.
It's just like sitting there, just going.
I think they've
That's a
changed
picture.
it so that
So-
I know Fae. Yeah. I do glow with whatever Fae.
What colour do you wear?
Yeah.
I like to think that Fae is like that
Mario
prismatic
Star, yeah.
type.
I like
Like
it.
Charlie the Unicorn vibe.
I've just got to find the one-up mushroom. When it's the red mushroom, I'll finally be normal.
It does sound kind of that's
What are you talking about? Aries is normal.
Aries is beyond.
Okay.
He's the best.
So,
He's the next evolution.
if we're lying in wait, I will get you guys to roll a group perception check. So we see whether we can detect and detect.
Oof, good lord.
What'd you get?
Can I have one
Ooh,
of those?
20. Let's go.
Alright, so
Do you want the fails?
Wait, was that a natural one?
No.
No.
Okay, so
Fail.
18.
20.
Whoa.
11.
6.
6.
Just 2 fails.
21.
That's 2 fails.
6.
Thanks.
6,
3 fails.
Oh, do you want? I can do one with Evelyn.
6.
And she's got advantage because she's an arrow.
Oh, I don't have enough right now. I missed one.
21 for Evelyn.
I have one more. Who have I missed?
Me? 20?
20,
16.
16,
11.
11,
6.
6,
21.
21.
We passed.
I just said fail. I got 4.
And yours was a fail too. It's 4 and 4.
Each got 19, so
So
he just
I
doesn't know
got
how
19.
to do
I've got to
anything.
add my plus 3. Sorry, 19. 19. Sorry.
So,
I have some good eyes for these ones.
you do notice a few shapes appearing through the woods, approaching
Woo!
just in time. They got
That's
quite
the
close.
that I'm going.
A group of gnolls approaches.
dice I've ever seen.
I was just saying, you have some good eyes to see those
What
ones.
small dice for a small horse?
That's exactly it.
They
Rose hands
just need a
is
moment to process the small dice, the tiny
this
dice.
This is a normal
you know.
size.
We've had 2
Look how
games.
tiny it is.
But this one has a great
That's my
personality.
dice, that's yours.
Pretty much.
As a group of gnolls
Only the way up to
appear.
the waist.
Come on, one's got to get in the trap.
This one
Yeah.
has come through the trap.
Let's go.
Thank the Lord.
Is everyone hidden now? That they're...
I'm hidden the best.
Well, yeah.
I'm standing right
This
next to
one is
Aaron,
stepping
right out of
trap
the.
as
Are you
well.
right out in the
Yay!
open?
Oh,
This
shit.
is not what I thought they would
Who was
look
that?
We killed
There
the
was just
troll.
Just
Hit my knees.
We get the experience for them guys that we just killed on the ground.
Yeah, we should.
Nature.
And this experience. Comes down the road.
Ooh, he's a big boy.
Oh, that looks like a war chief.
Just looks big because the other one next to him is tiny.
Oh.
What's that?
It's kind of got one. That's
Wait, that's why everyone's so big, because I'm there.
Alright, so we will roll initiative.
Whoop whoop. First real.
Do not
Oh.
have a surprise round because they rolled.
Oh, nat 20,
on
yeah.
perception.
That balances out my nat 1.
So,
Nat 20.
anyone 25 to 20?
20.
20, 21.
23.
Oh.
Sorry, 22. 22.
So 22. What was.
Big 20.
We put Ysmir was
Big
1.
dog with a 20.
That's a big old 20.
That's a big old 20.
I'm 20 as well.
I know that's
Okay.
right.
What is Eleni's dexterity bonus?
Wait, ask me that question
How
again.
much? What's your
Plus 1.
Plus 1? What's Lolly's?
Plus bow.
Okay, so Lolly's first. Very dexterous.
More damage than me.
Oh, don't hear it. Don't say that.
So I was trying
Yeah,
to.
no, I rolled that one. Aries was like last minute, like, oh, maybe I should hide, and tried to climb a tree. He's like, what's happening?
20 to 15.
Yeah, 16. Fastest 16.
Fastest.
Yeah,
Um,
stats. I don't like looking at my stats.
15 to 10.
I got a 12.
12 for the dairy.
Now count down from 10. Just to really let Jesse know what he's done.
10. Okay. Who have I missed one? Oh, you're there. Jesse, what did you get?
4. I rolled a natural 1.
Damn.
Aries. Down the bottom. Alright. So Lilith will be first. Yeah. So you can see that there are a group of gnolls approaching. They've just come out of the trees and underbrush.
I feel like there's
fairly
like
close to camp. They got very close before they were noticed.
moon's light comes through as we're like setting up, and then we just see that they're there. She's like, oh shit. In that case, I am going to bolt from cover. At the same time, shadowy wreaths of energy are sort of swirling around me as she incants her blade song, saying, "Once upon a midnight dreary, as I sang my blade song weary, came a raven dark and eerie, whispering secrets dark and dreary."
Hell yeah.
And she's just like sort of twirling, doing a little ballerina sort of thing. So she'll go to 50 feet move speed. And then she's going to just make a beeline for that guy in the middle.
With the whips.
I'll get as far as I can.
Yep.
10, 20, 30. It'll actually put me pretty much right there. By the looks of it.
Alright, just in front of the campfire there.
Yeah.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Now, you have Detect Evil and Good Eye.
10.
So as Lilith moves into that
Shit.
range, you feel a ping of Fae.
Yep.
Centered solely on Lilith.
So that's bonus action, and for my main action, I'm going to hold my attack action. When anything comes in range.
Okay.
Cast a spell.
Ysmir, so I'll also get you to roll the damage on the two that went through the calcium.
Okay, what would you like me to roll?
Roll a D4 for me. 1, 2, 4.
Yay, 4.
4. Alright, so they take 4 damage each. That's 1, 2, 3.
Like stepping on a Lego.
3 and 6.
It's like stepping on a D4.
These are legit
I
caltrops.
prefer to step on yours than mine.
Also, you want Edelin just
I
to
like
go after
the
me?
metal ones.
I'll just have her
It's like
hold her
I really
action
want
to
Watch it
move
go
in to
wrong,
flank
actually.
whatever gets in front of me.
It will be fine.
So she's going to use a move
I'm
as
up,
an
so I'll
action.
just pop her in and.
Yeah.
Because it just comes straight over the campfire when it's just. Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so your turn now.
Okay, I am going to look at this big boy right here, and I'm going to make a bit of an assumption that he is my quarry. I would like to immediately, seeing him hold out my hand, as a surge of black magic comes from my fingertips directly wrapping over him by casting Ray of Enfeeblement on him.
Oops. Nice.
And that is a 21 to hit them.
That does hit.
Cool. On a hit, target only deals half damage with weapons that use strength for 6 rounds.
Okay. So I'm going to pop. Is there an enfeebled one of these?
Since Vidiri is now one of the furthest people away from us, what's the lighting situation?
It is quite dark. You have the campfire in the middle, and
It reflects off Mitch's arm.
that is about all you can see. And because Videri has gone and hidden behind the rock.
There'd be a little bit of,
so-
embering.
Were there candles and stuff there too, though?
You were going up.
She's
this
not gonna-
far.
I think it's not gonna.
There'd
Yeah.
still be
That's
embers
fair.
in the vicinity.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little.
You're after the big guy with the bow, weren't you? Mitch?
Oh, yeah.
I'll just pop that on him so we know that he has enfeeblement.
And I've got, what is it, dark vision or whatever it is in the rest. I'm also buried under junk, so.
Yeah, sorry, I can't stop.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yes, with my bonus action, I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon as well. Whatever this floating spiritual weapon. When you're creature 5 feet out of the weapon. Cool. So again, over Big Boy, I'd like to cast Spiritual Weapon, and it is going to take the form of a large scythe, glowing red. And let's see if it gets him. That is a 19 to hit.
Does hit.
Cool. Awesome. That is going to take. What's the damage?
Pinch of a scythe.
I should probably read this before then. 1d8.
Is Raven Enfeeblement a full level spell?
Where is it? Yeah, true.
Just like
Oh, it's a second level
Oh, yeah,
bonus
so we
action.
can't do
2 spells.
2 spells. So we can't
do 2 spells?
No.
for the people who
Okay,
Even
just
if it's
spell
a
it
bonus
again.
action spell?
Just so we don't.
Oh,
just
okay,
so we.
cool.
Yeah.
No,
just so we don't
leave
get
that
castigated
Yeah,
online
leave
for.
that.
It's not
Don't come forward. Because it is the bonus action, I always forget that.
Don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Viewers out there, that is an honest mistake. Mitchell has fixed it.
Kevin, so you do a spell and a cantrip.
Alright, that's fine.
I was not
So-
suggesting we should ignore it. No, I wasn't.
Alright, for my bonus action then, I'd like to just walk straight up to walk straight up to the big gnoll with the bow and just stand in front of him there.
Staunch you.
What up, bro?
Squirrel on.
Alright, so he is an incredibly large gnoll. He seems to have slightly better armor and equipment than the others. And you assume that this is your core target.
Cool.
Watch it.
I'm just gonna yell over to you. Down him.
Wally.
You see him from the stack of crap. Nice.
So I'm going to shout out to Ares. You're right, Ares. They do kind of look like oblongs. And I am going to extend my hand to just.
Somebody in chat straight away.
What's that?
Bonus action. Sorry. No,
just
you're
in
being
front
ironic.
of the
That's
cart,
it.
and then I'm going to cast darkness. So there's kind of like a rippling of shadow, which kind of courses up from Lollypop's feet, wraps around it, fires out of his hand, and just in front of the cart, I'm going to cast darkness. Now it's a 15-foot circle, and I'm hoping to kind of catch myself and 2 of the gnolls.
So you would get the gnoll on the rock, and the one just next to the tent there.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. That is 1 and 4. Alright. Would you like to use any movement?
Spellcast.
I think I'm going to stay where I
Stay
am.
there.
Do gnolls understand common?
You can try and speak to them if you like.
I am. I'm going to, in my most guttural character, call to them from the darkness.
I am going to rip your spines out.
Ares is going to.
There is no immediate response from the gnolls around you. But you do hear a high hyena-like chuckling from the one over.
Oh, can I cast something
Ysmir.
at will, actually, if you may?
And you just hear a little giggle coming from the stack of leaves. Yeah, I'm like.
I was gonna back it up with thaumaturgy and create a harmless tremors in the ground for
Alright,
1
you go ahead and do
minute.
that.
Backing it
Roll
up.
an intimidation check with
Yeah.
advantage. We'll allow that. I'll allow that.
Both of us?
You roll with advantage, so you don't have to worry
Well,
about
I can take your other roll, though. Let's do it
Sure.
together.
Let's do it.
So,
Oh!
is that 20?
That's not
Isn't
20.
that
Well,
20?
that will be what it is,
Alright.
isn't it?
We're so scary.
That's right.
Teamwork
And
makes
that
that dream
mound
work.
of dirt was laughing at us.
Oh my god, this place is haunted. I'm like,
You never the laughing dirt and the shaking ground, they are certainly intimidated. A
With a
few
20
steps
out.
back.
it's a massive mound of dirt, to be fair.
It's a volcano
Six
for all
foot,
they
6
know.
foot 9 of dirt.
It's nice.
It's almost difficult terrain of dirt.
I'm building my own
That's
mound.
better. Sorry about that. I'm going to.
Few
So they will be. They'll react on their
Songs
turn.
about
So,
Thank you for the assist.
Mm-hmm. Spook them all. They're dim, aren't they?
Lenny's turn.
Oh no. I'm not even near
Are you
anyone.
going to surprise them by jumping out of the dirt path?
They need to be close though.
Diddly.
So we'll take half your movement to climb out of the dirt pile. Although you can try and jump out with an athletics check if you like.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for the old Arnold Schwarzenegger.
They can't see you because you're covered in dirt and mud.
Rely on smell.
7.
7. So you jump up and you catch it
Oh, I
your
apologize.
foot
It's a 9.
on the edge and almost stumble, but you do manage to get out. You're not quite on footing, so it has cost half your movement to get out.
Sick. Love that for me. Who have I got that's even new? I actually can't see over the trees and the microphone.
That's you like square in the middle of the camp, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, you're square in the middle of the camp.
I think they're all.
Middle of the road there.
There'd be this big ball of darkness just where the cart.
Okay, so the one that I probably could see, I can't see.
Come with me, come on.
So you can't see the two around the thing because there's a darkness. I need to get the spell effect things,
Yeah. No, that's
which you have there.
I can't even throw
Tell me to
stuff
bring
because I'll hit you.
They're all nice.
You can run over. You could
I'm
Just
not
bring
gonna-
them from
I'm
now
gonna-
on then.
So you've got two up the road which you can't see because they are in the middle of the road in the open.
You can spend your action to dash.
Yeah, but I couldn't throw anything, could I? Because I'll probably hit.
You can throw.
Oh, I could. Is that
Don't get in that one.
is that
Yes,
the
we'll be fine.
looking thing? One as well.
Yes, the
Oh,
little one.
tight. Okay.
There's two there.
From here, it just looks like Pumbaa. Okay.
The one's from the Warcraft board game.
Nice.
So, ooh, oh, nice.
Can I just throw one of my hand axes at? I'm just going to call him Pumbaa.
Sure, go ahead.
Nice.
He's number.
Cool,
So it's
number.
on. So go ahead and roll for attack.
Does that mean the big one's Timon?
Well, Timon's fundamentally
Yes.
smaller, so go.
That make him
Maybe
simpler.
he's been working out.
15.
It's just standing up.
15.
15 hits the little one, yes. So go ahead and roll damage on that one.
So that's a d6.
You know what? I've decided what needs to happen. Can someone learn the enlarge spell?
Oh,
Six.
your quest.
6.
For you, I will.
Thank you.
I can.
Just pick that one up for
So-
me. That'd be normal.
You just see your new friend Eleni pull a hand back and launch a hand axe directly at a very, very small gnoll. And it embeds itself in his top of his head. Straight there.
Gave him a
You
new
see
hat. You're welcome, boss.
a new dark streak rolling down his face. And looked pretty well lodged in there.
Sick.
Ow.
So you're going to cause him damage, you can yank it out.
So that brings us to Faustus.
Okay, so I will move between Eleni and the horse. I need to sort of get between within 30-foot range of Ysmir. And I will cast Aid. Bless. You guys all have Aid from last game, I believe, still DM. It's still within 8 hours.
Yes.
We only travelled for a little
You
bit.
didn't
Yeah, we
want
didn't
to,
travel
yeah.
for very long. And we haven't really slept yet.
So
We only just set it in.
That's why I'm counting my mage armor still.
Yeah.
I'll grab Bless to Ysmir is facing off. Our new friend Oleni, because at the moment with the darkness I can't see Lolliput, and I'll use the third one on Aradin. You will get 5 temporary hit points, and then
Thank you so much.
I will.
And Aradin as well.
What's that?
Aradin.
Yep, absolutely.
Five to your max.
And as Bless is an action, that's the.
You do cast aid. Do you
What's
bless or aid?
I did 5
I did 8.
You did it.
I did 8. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Cute. Bless still lives on us all, and those who I
You
said.
bless us for
Blessed
casting.
are
I bless you with 8.
Yes.
I mean, come on, it's like
You
okay.
can bless us with 8?
Just
Yes, he gave you aids.
Some
yes. Yeah.
Let me reopen Aradin's character sheet because he's going soon.
For now I will end my turn.
Alright, so that will bring us to Videri.
Mm.
It is your turn.
I mean, all this commotion, I can see some of these foes within 60 feet. Couldn't I, DM? Even though it is a bit dark. I mean, there's been
dark vision. Fine.
You are a Phygenasi, aren't you? Do you have dark vision?
Alrighty, then I am going to cast my spiritual weapon at the big boy just over those bushes there, I believe.
The one that's on the rock there?
I
I
think
It's
Big
small
Katrina.
to-
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the guy.
Similar.
Right.
So you're the red D4 and
And the weapon that is cast, as you see it kind of fly over the bushes, and it is like quite a bright light in the sky, as dark as it is where we are. And it's almost so bright you can't even really look at it and hardly see what it is. This light kind of engulfing the big boy amongst the bushes.
Are you sure it's not a miniature lighthouse?
alright.
I'm only blinds you 1/4 of the time.
That's what it attacks.
That was a nat 20 to hit, plus
No.
5 is a 25.
So double the.
Definitely hits.
Truth.
So roll damage. Roll double dice.
Oh, yeah,
It's already in his.
It's not.
You look at
I'm looking at a 15 for that one.
Nice.
15 points of damage. Very nice. So, where are we?
So right, you kind of just see this spiritual weapon kind of like get closer and closer and closer to him as he's going like that and just...
I'm just looking at it like it's a shooting star, and I'm like, this is sick.
It's just like all this energy and heat and, you know, like velocity and just...
Find a small sun in him.
Pretty much. Not something you want this close to your face.
Or a flare gun.
That's what I'm picturing, like a flare is just like.
It'll
be one of that same
It's
sound.
like
Oh,
ready
yeah.
for fireworks. Like fireworks.
What are that? Roman candles.
Bottle rocket.
Yeah.
Oh, even Roman candles.
Yeah, when you fire, that's what I'm picturing.
And you can cast it.
No, that's still.
I'm glad everyone gets to do really cool stuff.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna go run at them.
You can't spend 8
Stop.
people.
I was literally just saying, I was like,
Done
there's no
too
cool
fast.
magic, and I was like, I'm
Which is
throwing
fine, because it's
axe.
not.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we
Three
finally
of us
have
have
like
8.
Which meant
real
that
front
play
line
completely
now.
wrong.
Because
You
the
were supposed
closest
to cast
was
this,
Hill of
yeah.
the Blade Singing.
I thought it was much.
Yeah. Look,
I'll
I'm not
reckon
gonna lie, the
I'll
hit
reckon
points
that to deal with my next
but
round.
if the extra
What
5
about
weren't necessarily...
No, it's not what you did, it's that I got.
I'm going.
He doesn't know
Completely
he's
mixed up.
he's
already injured.
Just Faustus
I went
is,
into
you know,
this
it's the
as a tank.
kobolds. They're a new thing, you know.
I went into this 17 out of 22 because I got stabbed in
She's
the
supposed
knee.
to. She rolled.
Okay, I started on
Yeah.
He did. He took an arrow to the knee
Yeah.
at the last episode.
So
So,
like
yeah.
when we
You got it.
were
Well,
rolling
Hardy has
the
blessed
numbers,
and
I
8
got
on
it.
them now.
Oh my god.
That
They already had-
D12 is
Yeah.
strong for them.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
So, after that, it is Aradin's turn. He is going to close in on... You can't see in the darkness either. He's only a dwarf, so he doesn't have 25 feet of movement.
Little legs. Just doesn't know how to move them like a true miniature.
Doesn't know how to trot yet, but he'll get it.
He will also...
Actually, it makes sense.
We
I
can
have
make
4
his
legs of miniature size. That's why I got
Should
50.
be
Because it's
there.
double.
He's going to head around into the bushes on his... So he'll double move and get over there. As he comes in, and he'll go for... Let's go on the rocks.
And he trips over the log as he goes.
He's pretty scared. Alright, so that's his turn.
Wolf just goes.
It's now the Gnolls' turn.
Suck it, dwarf!
So,
He's been drinking all
Um,
day.
True. Surprised you get stand.
the guy in the darkness is just going to randomly flail his whips around. Take a few steps forward though. So he will go... He can't see anything, can he?
So we've got a hyena thing.
He's going to turn and go back to exit the darkness. So he'll go back about 10 foot to get out, and he'll come around try and come around the back of the tent.
I am uncomfortable.
Where do you think
you're going, little one? Stop running away from me!
Clearly taking its whips elsewhere.
He's just like,
Try and push his way through.
This is too much for me.
Go back and around as well. This guy's going to
Come into my house, have fun.
flank.
You did the one when you.
That's a lot.
Yeah, nice.
That's a lot of height difference.
Oh, that's the trap anyway. Going to make his way over
The
this
trap
way
can
as
move
well.
with
So he
it.
knows there's someone over here.
Caltrip's are like
And
still
just you and
stuck
just-
in his feet, and every step is another D4.
That'd be kind of sick.
sounds like it.
They're going to come around to
Steve's
assist their boss. And then the two in front of Ysmir are going to attack.
Nice.
So the little one,
999.
that is a not much to hit. A 9 to hit.
Yep.
It's going to miss.
Yeah, you can't see through the axe.
Now the big guy for his first attack. That is a 16 to hit.
Yes.
That does hit.
Yes.
Sorry. You know, Oleni, I was just thinking.
14.
You know, you said you don't have any spells.
9 points
You
of
did
damage
cast
on the
axe,
first.
though, right?
Ow.
Yes.
Second is a natural 3, so that is going to miss.
No, I do.
So he lashes out quickly with a long sword that's on his that he pulls out, slices in, finding a chink under your armour on the shoulder. And the second, you manage to parry aside, but the blood trickles down as it finds deep purchase on that first attack.
Ouch.
That's his turn. Ares.
Alrighty. So, just one quick. With the knoll with the whips, because it's next to the little, like, is it in range of the little flying monkey owl?
No.
He's currently up in the air.
She's above me at the moment. He's just put that there for now because we don't have a fly stand.
No one's like engaged
No,
in
no.
combat with anyone, is there?
Except your So before you...
Except Ysmir.
I'll get hold of the fly stand.
How far away is Ysmir?
Ysmir from you is about 50 feet.
Perfect. Alright, I'm going to use my full movement to run to Ysmir without even using...
You just see this
A
little
dash.
blur
Oh my god.
racing over.
And as I'm
Incredible
running,
speed.
I'll be like
Got a lot of fast
fumbling to pull out my rapier, and I'm just going to do the same technique as before. I'm just going to like sort of have my eyes a little bit open, mostly closed, and try and...
I see you running and I'm like, eyes open, eyes!
You just see this little thing, 4 legs, like this.
Oh my god, no! Like a kid diving into the pool.
Let's see, that is... Oh, hold up. One more swing. I need a +5. So that is 10.
Misses as you go for the big guy or the little guy?
I'll say the little guy.
Little guy. He just ducks under the sword and rolls off to the side, deftly. And let's see what it says. Gives you a little pat on the hind section as you run
Okay.
past.
As he
everybody
pats me on the hind section, I'm going to bonus
And
action
then do less.
hoof attack,
Go
and
for
I'm
it,
going to try and buck him.
Damn right.
We're gonna have
Get that harassing Gnoll.
There we go. What about 14?
That misses, unfortunately. As it just ricochets off the edge of his armor. Just a glancing blow.
You touch
no
his right
damage.
Miss and miss.
Classic Aries.
Classic Aries. He's going to scream, "Let that be a warning to you, foul beast! If this blade did hit you, you would be instantly perished."
You then hear the head slap of.
Alright, so that brings us back to the top of the order. So, Lilith.
Just in time to slap your own head.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
That's fine. So we're going to trigger our Evelyn's hell action. She's just going to get into a flank on Old Mate.
Yep.
She's going to fly away, so I don't know if you want to move her in, move her away. But I'm going to step in then and make an attack. Yes.
Pop up there so we know that she's flying.
They're the best. So I'm going
Step in, make your attack.
as I do,
I just needed
An advantage.
I'm going to activate Shadow Blade by saying, "From the depths of the abyss comes a blade of blackened kiss, whispering secrets cold as ice, as death and darkness, sins and vice." And she basically slaps both hands together. As she parts her hands, this blade of black energy apparates in. And she grabs it and sort of does a quick flurry, ducks, sort of does a sideways like twirl over the sleeping bag there. Edelyn comes in behind and then she attacks with advantage. So that's a 23, 22.
That definitely hits.
And then there's 2 of these. He takes 10 points of psychic damage.
So, as you lash out with the Shadow Blade, you just see it pierces, slices his left ear off. You see his grab at his head as that psychic damage reverberates through his skull.
So Edelyn then flies back up. She probably would have gone 30 and 30. And then I, thanks to having mobile feet, will move all the way back to next to Oleni. And sort of just stand there and just be like, "Are you going to help out anytime soon?"
I like to think of psychic damage as just like you do the stabby, but then just like a tear.
As he gets stabbed,
Isn't it?
there's that cringe moment when he pulled the weight on. You enjoy
And on
it as
Edelyn's
well.
turn, she's just going to hold her action to do the same thing again.
You too.
So I'm just focused on the leader at the moment, and I'm going to do a 2 attack situation where I'm just going to regular attack with my longsword, and then I'm also going to spiritual weapon at the same time. My idea is I'm wanting to get like a bit of a swing thing. Okay.
Go ahead.
Sweet. So,
Give you a spiritual weapon as well.
alright, cool.
Because you can do that this time.
Nice. I can do that this time. I learned. So, what I'm going to do is, from my side, pull out my longsword. You'll see that there are runes carved up the very middle of it, kind of like in a black onyx-like configuration. It's silvered as well. The sword is, so it's almost looks a bit white and gleamy. I'm going to take the long sword, both hands, and just swing forward with the long sword in a stabbing motion. At the same time, my spiritual weapon is going to apparate from on top of the big boy over here, and it's going to be again a scythe, and it's going to kind of just swing down as I swing forward from the other side.
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
There we go.
And we'll see where they both hit.
Nat 20. Nice. And 20. Cool.
They both hit.
And 25 and a 20.
All right.
Okay. Sweet. Alright, so where's my D8? Have the dice closer. Sorry. So so that's 6 damage on the first hit, and then with that one, 8 damage on the second hit. Okay, so 13 in total. That is underwhelming.
Was that can you double the crit?
Oh no, thank you. Okay, so
You roll second dice.
Yep. So that one would be. So that'll be an 18 then.
18.
That's better.
That makes more
That
sense.
feels
Go ahead and roll an extra d4 as well.
I'm not going to question that. That is a 4. Yeah.
Them D4s have not been letting you down.
So as you lunge forward with the sword, the scythe then pierces that same spot, doubling the size of the wound. Blood begins flowing freely out of that. He's looking a little bit worse for wear, but still strong enough to fight. Anything else you would like to do? Any movement?
No, I'm just going to plant my feet.
Lilliput, it is your turn.
Grand. So, in the darkness at the moment, we've got the Gnoll on the rock. Will he still be in the...
He's still in the darkness, just on the edge of the darkness there. One of the axes in the darkness. The other guy is just outside of the 2 hand axes.
So there's 2 in the darkness?
Yeah.
Is that right?
There's the one on the rock is still.
Yep.
And the guy between the trees would still just be in darkness.
Alright, amazing.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to fire a Chaos Bolt at 2nd level. So he wouldn't be able to see this at all. Him being kind of smothered in this blanket of thick, oily darkness. But because I burned 2 sorcery points to cast it, I can see him pretty clearly. I'm going to extend my hand, almost like doing like finger guns. And this bolt of... And we'll just see if it hits first. So that is a 24.
That hits.
Against AC. Because I'm casting at 2nd level, I get an extra d6 of damage.
So that is 1, 2.
But let's say lightning. Good old-fashioned lightning.
Lightning damage.
It's going to crackle out. And I'm going to empower the spell to re-roll one of these dice. I'm going to get another 5. Too bad.
Heaps more damage.
It's only a 15 points of lightning damage that just erupt through the darkness and like just straight out of this dome of darkness through the other side, just straight through him.
It's an impressive feat, but unfortunately the only one that sees this fork of lightning just punches straight through the centre of his chest and out the other side, and you can see it flickering along his skin for a little while, and you can just see blackened, charred gnoll flesh. He's still just barely holding on, but there is now a gaping hole in his chest.
I look around, waiting for somebody else to acknowledge how great I am.
I'm literally looking the other way.
Is anyone hungry for dinner?
Yeah, it smells good.
Yeah, it smells like barbecue for sure.
Why does it currently smell like burning flesh?
Sorry.
Is it you or is it the enemy?
I brought one of the dog men.
Then that's fine.
And that's my turn.
My hair's out of control tonight.
Tell us in the chat, is D-Egg Luke's hair out of control? Give us a score. 1 to 10. 1 is.
I'm due for a haircut. Any movement or anything?
Staying in my lovely dome of darkness.
It is your turn, Eleni.
Nice.
Brings you up, and then next is Falstus.
Okay. For my bonus action, I'm gonna rage.
I had that ready, but I got
Gotta get angry.
You just stand there, start yelling. Little sister's like, what are you doing? Why are you yelling?
It's just a real passive.
Why are you
aggressive
yelling?
rage, you just like go real quiet.
Yeah.
That's yours.
It's like silent treatment for everyone.
I'm fine.
Don't worry about it.
You are blessed and
Passive
raging.
aggressive rage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
Where are we headed?
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Big Dog. Yeah. Because it's his bedtime.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much. Do I want to
Let's see how many markers we can get on there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Alright. You've
Put in the
convinced me. I'm gonna reckless attack.
Yep, go ahead, so roll advantage.
Oh wait.
You're recklessly attacking.
Yes! What am I adding on to it? Plus rank? Oh, 9. That's not good maths. 21.
9. 21.
Yeah, I was about to say 19. Like, that's wrong.
Yeah, okay, that is
It's still wrong because it's
what
23.
weapon does
It's
it
still
have a great axe?
Yeah, great. And for some reason in my mini, I did not put a great axe.
No.
I put a warhammer, so.
I saw the page on that.
Yeah, I was like, well,
I
anyway.
think that's supposed to be Eleni, but...
That's a far she's
I know.
I'm just really dumb. Like, I knew I had to edit it, so I panicked and I sent you that instead, and I was like, well, that's what we got.
You can send me another one. It's okay.
It's seriously so fun. It's similar enough.
From Eldritch Foundry.
Yeah, from Eldritch Family, our supporters of the channel.
So we'd be
Get on
happy.
it. See Conclave.
15.
15.
One
50% off.
We're good at this.
And then,
I do always say we're amateurs.
what would I do? I think I would just like to. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ham. Yeah, swing the great axe around and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
So go ahead and roll damage. As you raise it above head, your head in two hands,
Way over here, he's got no window.
screaming.
You guys go over there.
Where's Eleni's war cry?
No, it's dead silent.
It's
It's
scarier.
scarier that way. It's just like I'm just
Just an
like
intimate look in the eyes.
I've just like hooked it over there, and I'm just like in a mood, and I just like
Just exhaling really loudly through the nostrils.
no.
No. It's like it's just like this scary, like it's actually like the battlefield just goes eerily silent
Yeah.
for a second, and everybody's just like,
It's the classroom when I've lost my mind. It's the dead silence where the kids are like, oh my god. It's that.
she's gonna kill us.
So that's
Plus strength.
plus my strength and then plus. Oh yes. Okay, so that would be a 17 because I get +2 with rage as well.
Okay, 17 points of damage.
Yeah.
Surely that's him done.
I'm dealing some massive damage. And I can't even
So I'm just gonna like
you
just
just
start
push in
chopping down a tree. So just think about like starting at the ankles and really just seeing how high I can get.
Alright, so
Yeah.
you manage to slice off below his knee with one huge swing, and the blood is just flowing. He is struggling.
Sucks to suck,
Yep.
my guy.
Yeah. There's just thick red blood leaking out of his legs.
No.
His leg. What was his leg?
Yeah. Wait, we didn't have to hand him over in one piece, did we? Probably should.
False.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to clean up
You're
my.
collecting heads.
Nice.
Yeah, literally.
I'll clean up my last turn. So the exact same characters that I aided last time, I will now bless. So those same 3 characters both have bless.
Yes, I get another ring.
Second level.
No, you've already
first
got
level
it.
bless. Yeah, so they're good.
We just have to retcon something from last round. So.
It was aid that I'd cast on everybody before. But yes, the Aradin, Ysmir and Oleni both have aid and bless on them.
But if you cast aid more than once, what is it?
I didn't cast it more than once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's,
Or more than one person?
Yeah. So it's
Did
6
cast
people.
aids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Each aid.
Oh wait, you're trying to get me to say plural. Is that right? Is that what you're
So it's a question about language.
Where's he going?
So I hold my golden sharpness to focus, and I cast those spells, and then I just take a half nay surveying the scene, and that's the end of my turn.
Alright.
So what does bless do?
Videri.
Add 1d4 to attack or saving throw.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, everyone's still kind of going for the big boy that we've all been chopping away at a little bit.
Yep.
I would say, Videri's kind of upset at how long everyone's been swinging and fighting, and this guy's hardly moving or hardly fighting back as well. And I cast Guiding Bolt.
Alright, go ahead and try
Try
attack
to
on
do away with this guy. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Definitely. Let's go ahead and roll damage.
Alrighty, and that would be 4d6, giving me a total of 16.
Alright, how do you do it?
Alright, so you see.
Bolt of radiant energy slams into.
So you see these guys are hacking away with the swords and like beating away as much as they can, and all of a sudden, out of the back, and it goes just a quick little light goes like straight through his skull.
Nice.
So you can see directly through like a little peephole through the door if you were to have a peek, and he just
It's still sizzling.
yeah. You can smell more burning meat just added to them.
Gunpowder. What?
So after you've done that, I've just started like poking through just to see how deep I can get, and then like with the blood just simmered above the hole.
You did call him Simba.
Yeah.
Oh no. So after fingering the hole, you're gonna pinch his head.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a final move.
Yeah. just to add the ultimate disrespect.
You do still have your spiritual weapon up, which you can move to the other one and take a swing if you like.
I would like to do that, yes. Thank you very
So
much.
moving on to the little fella or the guy with the back with the shield and whip.
Who would be stronger, would you say, my dear DM? Whoever would be
I think
stronger.
we've only hit Pumbaa. I don't think
The little guy has been hit, the other guy at the back has not been hit yet.
I'll go for the guy who hasn't been hit
Okay.
just yet, I think, maybe.
I love your Pumbaa.
That is this guy.
Would be a 21 to hit,
That hits as well. Go ahead and roll the damage on that one.
and
Some
then the
force
spiritual weapon would just give a bit of a 7.
damage. 7 points of force
Just a
damage.
cheeky
Yeah,
7.
you know.
What was your spiritual weapon again, sorry?
Just a bit of a guiding bolt, almost kind of, not like a sun, but something that you can't actually look directly at, and it's just so bright in the area. I mean, that's nearly what does them over in the end.
I'm just picturing like a flare.
Yep.
I had like the Simpsons
Aridon's
ring.
turn. He's just going to lay into the one in front of him.
Yeah.
Want to get his sheet again.
Is he?
Is a
He's finding
16
square
to hit.
things, isn't he?
He is going to pump a divine smite into his attack.
He's going to what?
He's a pally.
Why does everyone have magic?
Where is he?
I forgot I had it, to be fair.
What level is he?
The best I can do is I can kick people if I like run at them.
I can do like magic stuff if I'm not fighting, which is useless.
You got lots of heart areas.
I got a lot of heart.
And that counts for a lot.
But not that kind of heart that's Constitution 44 kind of heart.
Isn't friendship the real magic that we found along the way?
I agree. I hope the Imperium will be like, you're going to have to arrest you being too much of an outlaw with that friendship magic.
You're too good a friend!
You're too good of a friend, it's getting too powerful.
Not on my
Meanwhile, you guys like tried to
So
sell
he
him off
smacks
instantly.
the mighty flame for 22 points of damage as he just caves his skull in with that smack, and you just see that divine energy channeled, and you see the skull compressed down, and it is coming by a sickening crack
It was the trap that
as
did it.
blood just oozes out of his nose and ears and mouth. In every orifice in his head.
Every orifice.
Every orifice on his head.
That's a hit.
If it's a downward strike, I still imagine all the
That's his
force
turn.
going
It's all
down.
generated.
So now it's the Gnolls, and they're going to swing wildly because they're technically in the darkness still. So they'll have disadvantages. One of them attacks Aaron.
I was born in the dark.
A 9 hits. The other one is also a 9 hit, and that's 20 and a 5.
Nat 20.
So unfortunately, with disadvantage, they both miss. It is now the two near the tent's turn. They're going to come around the darkness and straight at Lilith. Come on!
Does the owl thing do anything?
The owl kind of just harasses.
Looks neat.
Okay. It's just there.
Brings
So
down.
they're going to try and flank Lilith
She's just like
and distract so that he gets advantage.
What's it called? Because I've been calling it Hooters in my brain.
Edolin.
Yeah, who does?
Yeah. A natural 1 and an 8 natural 8, so that's going to miss for the guy behind will attack. That might hit. So that is a 16 to hit.
That's a miss.
There's a miss. So both attacks miss. As one strikes high and one misses, as you definitely dodge out of the way the other one. Then we have little fella over there. He's going to attack Ares. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
As he,
So sorry.
Let's do it, pony.
Wait, where is he?
Has anyone called you My Little Pony?
Is he over there?
Oh,
yes.
It's been joked about, but not in game yet.
Oh, it's not working.
that one's been brave.
Alright, I'm just.
For 3 points of slashing damage, as just a grazing strike on your lower flank. And you try and dodge out of the way. The other fellow,
Actually,
whip,
if
is gonna
his
use
turn-
range.
If his turn ends, I would like to use my reaction to book it 25 meters or 25 feet away from him.
That is the end of his turn. So you turn to go and he just sort of slices the backside of you.
It doesn't provoke opportunity attack.
No, that's just flavor on there. On
Just
your
flavor.
Alright, so you're back there.
Flavor.
Alright, so the guy with the whip is going to use his 10 foot of range to attack Ysmir.
Sorry, your scout rogue on you.
That's a 9 to hit. That's going to miss.
I double with my
as you manage to just
using bonus action moves, but I need it move 30 feet.
sway out of the way, Neo style.
that's
Cracking out towards you.
Don't be hit
Just like a little
pregnant with a whip. That's so weird.
Ares' turn.
Alrighty. Is Ares...
He's 25 feet back. So probably technically a little bit further, but...
Alright. I don't know if it has to be described this way, but he's going to... Because it's clearly not 30 feet from one of the Gnolls attacking Lilith, I'm going to step 10 feet forwards and charge all the way back so that I make my 30 feet.
So you're going this way?
Yeah. So straight forward a little bit, and then full belt charge.
Around behind.
Yeah, so I get flanking.
So I think
Ares, the battle tactician.
I'm looking at you and I'm just like, don't you take my kill or I'll stab you again in the knee.
You gotta pull back.
I just had to be pulled back. And,
Start chomping at the end.
and this time, because Lilith was watching and he's a little embarrassed that his eyes were closed, he's gonna stab, but this time his eyes gonna be ridiculously fucked, he's concentrating on the eyes.
Just see her
Alright, 11 or...
contemplating using some
18.
That hits.
Excellent.
So go ahead and roll damage and with sneak attack as well. Got advantage.
6, 9...
So you called him to chat. If they steal your kill, you are legally allowed to steal their life.
That's assuming you actually hit something.
But
I was watching this.
I'm pretty sure it's my kill.
I seem to
I deal
recall
16
you stole a
damage.
certain dibs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That is wait. Yep, he's down. Alright.
Alrighty.
The one with the axe that's behind you is down. You just see, you can describe if you like, Ares.
So as it, because of all the momentum and the speed, and the Gnoll was concentrating on someone else, the rapier just punctures all the way through. It's sort of stuck in there, and Ares is honestly more in shock than anything else. He's like, oh my, I did it! I've done it! And he's gonna pull it out. Do you reckon I have any movement speed remaining of my total 50? Or do you reckon I burned through all?
No, because you went backwards first, so...
Did go backwards first,
that would be it, so...
When you did come in behind him, I like to think you did an Akira Kaneda drift.
Well, to end it then, I will bonus action dash and hop around again on the next Gnoll.
Around the back here?
Yeah.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes, he's all over the place.
Are you just the Looney Tunes Roadrunner?
It's just his time, he's Speedy Gonzalez because he's so little. And just the puffs of dust is all you see of him as he runs out.
I just think of seeing the legs do that weird spin.
The legs are
Every time. So that brings us back to
antics of
Lilith,
Wily
who
Coyote.
now is flanking on that knoll.
And that's the one I hit last time, right? The
It
foil
is,
guy?
yes.
Yep. Alright. In that case, Evelyn doesn't need to activate her reaction. I'll hold it, because she won't be able to get a flank on him. And I'm just gonna slash him, but I'm gonna use Booming Blade just in case. Just in case. That's gonna be a 17.
That hits. That is likely to hit as well.
Yeah, that's 12 points of damage.
Yes. Yeah, it's 12 hit points left. So go ahead and describe it for us.
Yeah, it's literally just like blade cuts through, and then she kind of like walks around and goes, "I had dibs on that one," and and the knoll behind her just goes.
You just sort of see the sides slough apart, and dark energy just evaporates from the shadow blades.
Nice.
I can't believe I killed two like that.
It was so hard. It went around Lilith and just.
It was the speed. It was like the wind
Did
created a
you
blade.
do reverse twig and berries? Yeah. From the top down.
So you're going to head towards the other group?
5. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the way.
You should be able to get there. It was about. Maybe not quite that, so. Go with that.
Yeah. And then Edelin's just gonna
Come
fly
over as well?
here, and then hold her action to fly in for an advantage maneuver if I need it.
Alright.
To be done.
That brings us to Ysmir.
Okay.
Still got 2 gnolls directly in front. There's a couple over on the logs in the darkness that you can hear grunting and growling away.
Little guy's almost done, isn't he?
He's taking some damage.
Okay. I'm gonna rinse and repeat with my spiritual weapon and longsword attack again.
Oh my!
You saw that, right?
I'm looking at that. Holy!
2 net 20s.
Go ahead and roll damage so you see how badly you kill him. You may run him through how you. Will you come up with a catchphrase for finishing?
That's 7, so that's a 14. Wow, that's so lame. Alright, oh wait, no, my bonus is 14 plus 1. So yeah, 16 damage.
It's enough. It's enough.
Thank God. Alright, so this time what my actual intention is happens. The spiritual weapon of the rapier comes down, swings through back of the head, sword goes, scythe, sorry, that's right. My sword's called Rune Reaper, sorry. So sword at the front, scythe through the back, and they kind of just kiss each other on the way through.
Very nice.
Sharpen the blades as they go.
Little spark.
You have movement left if you would like to do anything. The other gnoll is about 10 foot away.
I would like to use 5 of my movement speed to take 1 step forward to the other gnoll and just get straight into his face.
You also have
I'm not done.
Squaring up.
You also still have spiritual weapon, which I assume you'll transfer over.
Ares was so powerful to knock that tree over.
I will definitely transfer spiritual weapon.
It's the
Speed. The sonic boom.
sonic boom. That's what I was going for. So you go ahead and roll attack with your spiritual weapon.
Oh, I've already used it.
Oh, you did too.
Yeah.
You did too.
Yeah, I'm learning chat.
All right. Fingers tall, lollipop.
Alright, so I'm just going to cast a simple Mind Sliver at the guy who's looking. He's looking pretty down in the dumps, isn't he? The one on the rock.
The one on the rocks is.
Oh, he's pretty cooked, like.
Sizzled.
Yeah.
They're both looking pretty ordinary. Yes.
Yeah, so nothing like a bit of emotional damage. So that is a 26
Definitely hits.
against his AC. And
Is that an attack or is that a saving throw?
that is, I think it's an attack. No,
it's a saving throw.
Yeah, it's a saving throw.
He's rolled. This is it. An 8 minus 2, so you're all good.
He ain't too smart. Alright.
Is it psychic damage?
Yes.
It is. So, that is 2 points of psychic damage. I really hope that was enough.
2 points. That's like
He's still standing.
Oh.
But you do see drips of blood starting to leak out of his nose now to accompany the whole.
And you know what? You stink as well. Well, I've got you here. I'm going to tell you all the things wrong with you.
I just remember that time that what's it called? He accidentally called the teacher mom.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, so cringe.
I am going to use my bows and actually convert some of one of my first level spell slots to some sorcery points.
Okay. Note that down. Oleni, it is your turn.
You're not as attractive as all the other gnolls.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me for a second. I was like, oh, how absolutely dare you?
Table slams.
So you guys have got the one left there.
Is that the creepy windy dude?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Creepy witty.
Yeah. Can I please just staunch him?
Go ahead and roll attacks. You reckless attacking or just normal attacking?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead. Roll with advantage.
Always reckless.
Always.
Always reckless. Always.
A 19 and a 12, and then what am I adding?
So 19.
Yeah.
Your strength.
The 19 hits.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it would have been +5 anyway, so that's fine. Okay. Cool. So I am just going to pick up my hand axe from Pumbaa laying down. Just get that one.
Just a little bits of brain matter come away with it.
And then I'm just gonna get the second one, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna use the great axe because it's got more damage on it. And I will just use my great axe, and I'll just go for twig and berries. I'll just like see what happens.
Alright, go ahead, roll damage.
Yes.
It's possible.
So 9, 11, 16.
Yeah, 15.
Yay!
Run through, and you look at him, and he looks at you for a minute, and then all of a sudden you just.
Looks at me, and then his eyes go different directions. And it's still dead silent. But then you just hear me whisper like, twig and berry. That's it. That's the only sound.
Little Caesars just goes.
So we've only got the two left in the darkness.
That was diabolical.
Foster's turn.
So, are they both in the darkness? So if
They're both in the darkness, yes.
and so if I do a spell attack, it'd be
Three.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
No, 2 d4s, yeah.
What about if I was to say to help him out with some directions?
Still can't.
That's
I've
what
done
I
this team body exercise enough to know that it still doesn't work very well.
The directions. Yeah, he's in the bubble.
If you just aim
Just
for, like,
do it
the-
better. Like that, better.
So what I'll do is I will hold my action should either of them emerge from the darkness. I will then hold Sacred Flame to attack one if
Sacred
they look up.
Flame.
And I will stay right where I am, surveying the scene.
Excellent. That brings us to Videri.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go. Where are they? I mean,
They are on the rocks there, but they are
Yeah.
also in magical darkness, so no one can actually see them at the moment.
I can't see them.
They're just over in the trees there. So.
Yeah, okay. And there's no, I mean, if it is such a silence, after one of the last attacks, there's no rustling of bushes or any kind of investigation or any.
You roll perception checks so you can hear them.
You
There's
can,
nothing like
You can fire off attacks at them, you just have disadvantage on those attacks.
you can hear me insulting them from the car.
just whispering from under me like,
Oh, there was a 7.
There's a 1.
10 perception. So.
There's something in there. You hear some growling, some grunting.
Quickly shoot at it.
I was gonna-
some
Some
slowly.
it'd be
Some
cool if
sloppy
it acted
insults.
like a gas cloud. It's like hitting a gas main fire. That would be kind of dope.
Yeah, I think I'll
Especially
just-
since I'm in there.
I mean, I stand by what I said.
It's a good way to go.
I said it with my whole chest, and I meant it.
Is darkness sparkle?
Let's find out.
It is not.
Turns out, yeah.
Can I still cast another guiding bolt? I think I
Yeah,
can.
with
right?
disadvantage in the
Yeah.
darkness, but you can
Sure,
certainly attack.
that's fine. So either that or so an 18.
That does it.
Yes.
Yay.
As you just raise a hand and shoot that bolt of divine energy into the darkness, and you just
Pretty
hear
much.
a howl, a little yelp of pain.
See, I told you you're dumb.
15 points of pain to be precise.
Which one are you attacking?
Whatever one she hits, man.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Your
couldn't
choice,
see him
boss.
before.
It doesn't matter. They're both going to. I know this guy hasn't taken much damage, so that guy's hurt. So he just explodes in various body parts.
Yay!
And you just see
No, we don't
bits
see.
of
We don't see.
gnoll flesh come flying out of the darkness. And
Oh, we see that.
in the
Putting my
face.
hands out
You
and
see
like,
this
oh, it's beautiful.
spray of blood
I pull my hood up over my
through
head.
the air. You can move and things, or have any bonus actions if you
Yeah, I can move my spiritual weapon.
So you
can
go
I?
20 feet.
Towards him.
So it disappears into the darkness just over here.
Mm.
You're not too sure just how far it gets.
Wait, what is this?
Yeah, she's.
To the left, Videri. To the left.
No, your other left.
Araden's turn. So he's going to flail wildly at the gnoll there. He's going to miss. So Gnoll's turn. He's going to flail wildly at Araden. And he's going to miss as well because he has a shield on at the moment. So Araden, you just hear the clanging of metal on metal as Araden just has his shield across his face like that, and the gnoll makes a lucky strike, banging against his shield, and then that brings us to Ares.
Alright, I just want to see something, and then I have a question.
It's going to get some guys.
Alright.
So we got some space.
How tall is the cart?
The cart.
Yeah. Is it like a full
the
protected
sides go
wagon,
up to
or is it
about.
just a...
No, it's just got the sides on it, and it's a flatbed cart. So probably 5 foot, 6 foot maybe on the sides, but
You
the
can
bed's
sit
at about
under it.
4 foot high.
Under it.
So you can, you might fit under there. Yeah.
Ares will never climb under. He's going to full bolt sprint and try and gallantly jump over the cart into the bubble and then start madly swimming.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
So you're going full equestrian.
Oh yeah.
Because you just
That's
see
what he-
blur of movement.
Hey!
So many.
You just, Lothar just
So
sees this blur of movement over the top of his head.
Free will.
You land through some bushes. With that 20, I'll say you land exactly where you need to land, though you can't see. So go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
Somehow even worse. A 2 and a 1.
You slash,
He's dead.
and you feel something impact, and then a branch slaps you in the face, and you come down a nearby tree branch.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
my god, Ares.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, let me take that. And since I moved a lot, I'm going to assume that the tree is the one, is like the knoll, and I'm going to try and buck in that general direction.
Go ahead again. Disadvantage.
2.
You just feel the scratches and the sting of scratches of sticks and tree branch as you lash out
I will take you down, you
with your
beast!
He seems to be fighting a tree and losing.
He's somehow losing
You
the
can
tree.
see all of this.
Yes.
We're just like listening to the commentary.
I'm sitting there having a juice box.
The mighty beast that says I will take you down!
Lilith's turn.
He's goading you, Ares. What's that?
Araden's next
I
to
tell you
you.
said that about Ares' mother.
Yes.
She's a fine baker.
That tree says you're weak.
So sort of walking up, she then closes her eyes and she's like incanting something, but at the same time, she stops it for a second and just goes, "Lolliput, directions, I need to get on the other side of this thing for whoever is in there with it." And I go in and I pretty much have you direct me until I get flanking with
Head north, watch out. Ares is in there battling a mighty
Oh my
tree.
Jesus Christ.
Just aim
I mean, by
high.
the gods.
I'm
One
sure
read
this is
using
the
those
beast.
directions. You did manage to bump into a knoll.
And destroy a tree.
That was the tree that Ares struck.
I killed the tree! I
I
did
feel
it!
like what's left now.
Ares actually won.
Throat strikes and up.
Disadvantage, or can I have flanking with Araden?
You got flanking, so it is just a straight roll.
It's a 16 plus 5.
Ares is in there, that hits. He doesn't have a huge amount of hit points left, but go ahead and roll damage and we'll see where he is at.
That is going to be 11.
That is that. How would you like to do it?
So just, yeah, you do stab up and I kind of like crouch down and just stab the blade up and I feel the energies hit something and I whisper something on, very silent, and the creature clutches its head, starts howling in pain. You would see blood coming from its eyes and its ears and its mouth. It's kind of just regurgitating blood constantly and eventually just keels over and dies. And she just kind of like dismisses the sword.
That
And
was
then-
gross.
And with that, we come out of combat and initiative.
And I'm just like, was that the last one?
I'm still,
Lolliput! Was that the last one?
I'm checking.
I'm still fighting a mighty beast.
If it was the last one, I would like to see again. I'm gonna start swinging.
Hang on. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's the last one. And I'm going to dismiss darkness.
So the magic of darkness just dissipates, and you can just see the carnage of the battlefield. None of your party seem overly hurt from that. A few people took some bumps and scratches, but you have managed to kill off the Gnoll hunting party, and you're assuming, based off the description of your bounty, that you have found your targets. You know that you are required to retrieve his head, to retrieve a reward, and you get an extra 10 gold per Gnoll head that you return with.
I immediately go around harvesting heads.
Alright, so go around, cut the heads off. We will go ahead and take our break there.
You
So
and I do
we'll
a
be
super
back.
secret
Take about a 5 or 10 minute break.
Never.
So everyone can refill drinks and snacks and things like that.
Like there's like a red.
We'll see you again.
What is this word?
I don't know. I made it up.
Genocidal.
Yeah, just doesn't seem quite right to me. We only.
Oh, is that like is that a faux pas for like your peoples in this?
Well, we generally only go
North
after what we've
country.
been contracted to do.
But they came to us though.
Yes, but
Yeah, technically we didn't even go after them.
oh gods.
Fortuitous.
I mean, that's just luck. That's just fates, destiny, whatever you guys want
Let's
to call
just say though, like hypothetically,
it. Yes.
if we went and killed their families,
Yes.
that's less of them, which means they can't reproduce and we don't get to do this again in a few years' time.
You know what? I really, really, really like this one.
Breathe the herd back up, my guy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Might I interject with my grand...
By the way, you only killed one and I killed two, so I win.
No, I'm pretty sure I killed at least 4.
No, you did not.
Look at all the
You did
blood
that.
on my blade.
That
Lollipops.
is
Lollipops.
tree
How many did you kill?
I saw him fell a tree.
That doesn't count.
You can start
Did you
landscaping
kill a tree?
business.
No, but I didn't need to because that wasn't the deal. You had to kill gnolls.
I'm pretty sure it was whoever could kill the most, and I took out...
No,
an
kill the most
entire-
gnolls.
Lollipop is still sitting in the back of the cart, just like sipping on his canteen.
Yeah, was that guy
Irregardless,
No, that's not a word.
I don't...
That's a double negative. It's either regardless or irrelevant.
Lay off him, Lilith.
Irregardless, I'm pretty sure that there are no Gnoll families. I'm gonna just bounce it off my 18 roll that I had when I was discussing Gnolls before. I think they come from hyenas. I think a hyena turns into a Gnoll.
They still got a smash to have that hyenas though. Respectfully.
So we have to go kill. Do we see
We
any
have-
hyenas?
Can I do a history check?
What is a hyena?
Gnolls,
Yeah.
please?
That's a gnoll. What does a hyena look like?
The hyenas are the real trapezoids that we didn't see.
20, dirty 20.
You are aware that gnolls reproduce like any other bipedal creature,
Told you they smash.
much like other beast folk. There are gnoll families. There are males and females, and they do mate and have offspring.
I arch an eyebrow, but say nothing.
As I said, I'm pretty sure that like the little hyena, like the hyena, just stands up eventually. So I don't think there's any family.
This is my deal. I will agree that that's true, and we should go and do those things. If you said that, I won.
I don't think you did.
Then you are incorrect.
I'm pretty sure I killed the most. I remember at one point I had a great axe and I just cut someone in half.
I definitely didn't see that.
I came from the dirt.
That's because that was her.
And then I used my grand magic. So I think you're just misremembering the
Are you
situation.
sure there's no bounty guard on?
Did you use grand magics?
Can we
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw fireballs and lightning strikes.
That was you.
I'm pretty sure it was me.
Lilith was just like, I can't even anymore. Walks away.
So when we find some bards that we can't tell that it was us, let's just remind them that it was the single-handed victory.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
I'll spread enough of the word that I'm not allowed to.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Are you guys sure that you don't have a muzzle, or?
We can make one.
The
I mean, it's just a gag.
Not mad.
what do you call the bit that goes in a horse's mouth? The
bit?
The reins?
The other
Thing that
horses.
attaches to the reins?
The horses
That's what it's called.
on the wagon have bits and things. So you could quite easily attach those and probably adjust them to.
Oh,
I
the
have
thing
a
that
huge
goes.
head.
I don't think
I know that's why I said just the gag will work. I try to put the.
It's not a horse.
I get one of the ones.
You could probably put some
come
blinkers on
come
them.
Lilith is now ready to try to catch up.
And the worst thing is what same movement speed.
It's just running. What's the thing with the music? Where they're
Benny
running?
Hill.
Thank you. Benny Hill sketch.
I otherwise ignore the conversation,
doors.
Dungeon Master, and I start examining the now decapitated bodies of the gnolls, looking for any evidence of the rumoured blight.
Oh,
Go ahead and make an investigation
do they
check.
have pockets?
They do have pockets.
Did we get loot from that?
Did you loot them?
Well, you went to a break before I could really do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just loot them?
So I got
all?
an 18.
Nice. I would like to look
18.
for weapons
18.
in-
You don't find anything on the gnolls themselves, but it looks like some of their their rations and things are a bit rotten and carry some signs of some kind of magical disease.
I pick up some of those and I put them into one of my pouches. Just as,
Magical.
So you can add that to your inventory. We've put it as blighted Gnoll rations.
Right.
Across the group of Gnolls, you find 31 silver pieces.
Isn't a magical disease glitter?
And on the leader Gnoll, that you know, whose name on the bounty was Yarbak, you do find some very fine-looking chainmail.
Yo, is anyone want this chainmail?
It's covered in gross stuff.
Okay, well, don't wear it then.
I won't.
Does anyone else want?
No, not particularly.
Do you want some?
See?
No use for me.
Yeah,
It's gross.
All good.
I'm unarmored, so it's useless to me.
I am wearing that already.
Yeah,
You
do
wear
want
like a
spares
bandana.
in case you need to repair anything.
It's not
No,
blue.
it's alright. I just need
Looks
it.
very finely made.
Don't throw it away. We can sell it.
Yeah, sell it.
Here, unmute it.
Go in the bush.
You know, reverse.
Source hammer.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So we'll sell that then.
So he's now approaching about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Aries, you're good for watch again, aren't you? I'm going to bed.
Absolutely. I have it 100% down, just like last time.
Great.
I learned us of the intruders, and I remembered to tell you, like you guys, about all the howling, so I did a fantastic job. So I'll do it again.
Since you're so good at it, maybe you'd like to hold watch all night.
He's done.
Great.
Done and done.
I'm not
I'm
going
going
to watch all
to
night.
spend some of this time digging.
We'll
some
get
graves.
shanked in our
Digging some
sleep.
graves?
Bringing the beheaded.
Not
bodies
by
of the
me.
Gnolls.
Alright, so Ysmir goes about burying some of the Gnoll
So am I
corpses,
dragging
the
you
headless
around for
corpses.
you?
I'll help.
Yeah.
assist you?
I'm helping. I'm just.
Okay, so
One under
Falsus
each
and Oleni assist with that.
I'm doing that petulant thing that somebody does when they're camping, when they pull the sleeping bag over their head.
Yeah.
And just like obstinately ignore the fact that the camp light's on.
Good luck moving the log out of your tent.
I just cuddle it.
It's a spooning log.
Free spooning, buddy.
You get
It's my
2
wife's pillow.
splinters.
Where do I get them though?
Dealer's choice.
Once we've buried the bodies and Gnolls, I'll do a small ritual in an attempt to sort of consecrate the ground.
Okay, go ahead and describe how that looks if you like.
So I pull out some water from a water skin from my supplies and sort of methodically move around, cleansing the water, muttering small words and elvish phrases as I look to the stars and then back to the earth. And I finish my ritual, giving thanks to Eldith.
Is anything anyone else would like to do?
I just need to check something. Sorry.
Checking the
I like to
trading
think in
price.
character. I just need to check something.
She's checking the trading
Just
price of
forgotten
chainmail.
how to
Just checking your
read.
snaps.
Yeah.
She's checking the trading
Just on
price of
Instagram.
chainmail.
Sorry, guys.
She put up on Facebook
Yeah,
Marketplace.
that's
Checking your threads.
Yeah, the Darling
Yeah,
Marketplace.
My threads has gone off. Thank you.
So if we're all kind of, if Fadira kind of sits maybe in like a similar kind of sheltered areas before everyone's kind of gathered around at this point?
I'm just like
Like a
next to you.
campfire.
So we're all back at the
Get some
campfire or going to sleep.
Mm.
Aries is on watch.
I'm on top of like the tallest rock I can
I'm
find.
going to have Edlin do watch with him and wake
Okay.
me
Okay.
if he falls asleep.
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check.
But they're going to be willing as well.
I'll have to set down.
Alive.
Tell people
I
what
would
to do.
say while everyone is kind of sitting around Vidiri, I begin to bring these candlesticks out of my bag again and I go, I
That's
need
all
to
the
match the
fantastic, isn't it?
candles with the star. Everybody brought their candles.
That's what you were.
I have torches.
I brought all the candles, actually. I think I have at least 100.
I do have some candles. What for?
And you line them with the stars, constellations each night to bring good tidings and benefits and
Oh, right. Okay. How can you show me how?
look at the stars.
There's a lot up there.
Constellations.
Oh,
The most important constellations, and you match the candles as you would every night.
You should know this. You're a Sagittarius.
What's that?
I already fast. I just took the right one.
Vivdiri kind of disregards the group, places the candles, and goes into a meditative.
I'm going to try and replicate as much as I can.
I'll get you to make a perception or investigation check because you're analysing the stars.
Oh wait, me?
Vivdiri.
Yeah,
cool.
right.
Sorry.
11 plus.
Should be pretty high.
3, yeah, so just 14.
The stars seem a little bit off. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something not quite right in the eastern skies.
I would say that gives Vivdiri a really restless kind of sleep, always kind of agitated and not quite in line with everything.
Aries, how did your watch perception?
He
Rustling
fell asleep
and
standing up with a dirty 4.
You're pretty awesome. There is no way that anyone is going to try and attack this camp after they saw what you did to those guys.
Exactly.
And your lackeys have really fallen in line, doing
So-
everything that you say.
So Edelin is also on watch.
Just watching
Is this the dream?
Is he having a dream?
He's up majestically on a rock and his mane is just flapping behind him in the breeze.
He's like,
Surveys his kingdom below.
They got up digging holes and burying bodies, hey?
And in this dream he's about 8 foot tall. He's a majestic centaur.
Nice. Can I?
no, he's like the
Ripped
size of a
muscle.
mountain. He's constantly like, I am a god.
He is the
concept. Keep going
Can I
down.
just use like
It's like a 16 pack
just
going on.
Actually, shield.
Yes,
to-
there is nothing in pinging your danger sense.
Okay, nice. We're good, chance.
Yeah,
You
so-
can have a nap if you want.
Edelin does wake you at about midnight.
Alright, I'll
So-
Was he?
Aries gets a good hour
Oh, okay,
or so,
yeah.
half an hour of watch before he falls asleep.
She comes over and she's just like, and I'm like, look at the sun, look at the moon, and I'm just like, wasn't very long. Get up and I'll keep watch out for 2 hours. During those 2 hours, I'm going to rummage around in these 2 individuals' backpacks.
We are not asleep.
Oh, you're not asleep?
No.
Oh, well then I won't do that.
Yeah, don't. It's a secret.
I'm definitely going to sleep. I need to rest.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like next to you while you sleep.
So,
Just
does Oleni go to sleep at any point in the night?
I don't think I need it.
Alright, so the next, you will have a point of exhaustion the next day.
Sorry?
You'll have 1 level of exhaustion.
What
for
does
the
that
next
do?
day.
Very
You
bad.
have disadvantage on your checks.
Oh no.
But you
Could probably
didn't
have
get.
it
But you
didn't
didn't
get
get your things rifled through
here. True.
by the enigmatic and mysterious
If
stranger.
she's awake, I will totally come and sit with you and talk to you.
Enigmatic or kleptomaniac? I don't know.
So even if I wanted to sleep at this point, it's just like ADHD energy in the tent. We were just like, yeah.
I'm well and truly just.
How come you're not sleeping? Yeah, what? It's fine. You need sleep. Okay. I won't worry about it. Is that like is it your, what are you? Orc?
Half orc.
Half orc?
Yeah.
Do you, so your mother was orc and your father was not?
Don't be rude.
Fine, I'm just asking.
Don't be rude. Not your business.
That's fair.
I thought
That's
so.
fair. That's fair. I'm just curious.
I can
I'm a
tell.
very curious person.
I can tell.
Shut up in there!
I'll go and spoon your bottles. Whatever the stupid things, cravats. they hold stuff. It's fundamentally a bottle. I was thinking carafe. Wait, what are you talking about the being broken then?
What are you even talking
It's
about?
fabric.
I'm like,
You wino,
they've
you.
got a really high thread count.
No, okay, no. We can understand why I was confused because you were mentioning that all your bottles were going to get broken. So it was carafe. No, it wasn't. Because I was like, I put the stupid logo in there gently.
We can play this back, right?
Tune in next week
I'm not on
to
your
find
side.
out.
Definitely.
The next secret of the conclave.
So Lolliput and Oleni have an argument.
This is between turns. They're not bottles!
Oh, choke yourself in.
Lady of culture.
Why don't you use it as a sleep mask?
I'm going to bed.
Oh man.
Splinter.
Because during my trances I remain conscious. If anyone's paying attention, they see my a wry smile come across my face while I'm in my trance.
So you like headhunt and other stuff?
Sorry?
Do you headhunt other stuff?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff?
Whatever.
What's a whatever?
Whatever we're told. I don't make the rules. I just follow
Oh,
them.
he makes the rules.
No.
Does the people he work for make the rules?
No. You'll find out.
Oh.
You'll figure it out. It's fine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No doubt.
Mystery.
I like it. I like this.
Mm.
It's like a puzzle.
Yes.
Guess what? I have something too. And I leave.
Yeah, nice. I just sit there and I'm like, fuck. Just really want to have a nap.
Alright, so you go on watch for the remainder of the 2 hours of Ares' watch. Who is taking second watch?
When does second watch start?
Probably after you can finish your trance.
About 2 a.m.
Okay, my trance doesn't finish until 4. Oh wait, did I start at 10?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Then I'll get up at 2.
Is Lilith going to sleep at 2?
Yep.
I'm having a kid.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you go to sleep as well.
Yeah. The minute I see the Cheshire cat face like disappear, I'm like, it's nap time.
I imagine she's still smiling when she sleeps though.
Yeah, but the eyes are no longer like.
Go ahead and roll.
She sleeps with her eyes open. You're just like, are you asleep? What's going on here?
10.
10.
Reacting.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It's a very quiet night. Even the breeze has died down. None of the sort of birds or nighttime wildlife appears to have returned after their battle with Gnolls. But your watch passes relatively uneventfully.
Whilst on my watch, I'd like to, as I'm doing sort of circles around, the camp, keeping an eye, I'd like to just examine the bushes and the trees, also looking for, signs of light to see whether it's come this far south yet.
That one. Yep, it's a push.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Or nature if you prefer.
Well, it doesn't really matter because that roll was so terrible.
Yeah, it's got leaves.
Yeah,
You don't find any signs of the blight this far south as yet. So. Okay, so
Continue
you
the
have a
watch.
chance. So you can effectively take the remainder of the watch, or you can do a shorter shift if you prefer and make someone.
No, I think because no one has planned to take the shift after me. I'll just, I'm a morning elf.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll maybe start keep the fire going and start to prepare some kind of breakfast.
All right, so you do notice that Ares is over there asleep, standing up on top of the rock. So he's surveying. He just sort of. But yeah, so everyone else wakes early the next morning to the smells of whatever Foster's has prepared for breakfast.
Rancid
Cooking it
meat.
over video.
And it is not the rancid gnoll food.
Gnoll flesh.
But yes, maybe toasty bread, toasty road bread,
Nice.
and warm sausage. Yeah, not gnoll sausage though.
So we do get a long rest in for those who need it.
I really
So
need it.
mark that off.
I was almost bloodied.
You? No, it's not possible.
Ares, no, he didn't get a scratch. But this character sheet was just telling me how it fell off halfway, but Ares would never admit that.
See, we didn't get robbed, not that we had anything.
So I move over to Aridin and strike up a conversation. So yeah, I told you these guards were fantastic and we'd be well protected. And
Fighters.
you fought well yourself.
That's not my first tangle with the Gnolls.
No. Yeah, you sort of played that down when we were trying to avoid them earlier, perhaps.
So hungover.
He's pretty hungover.
Well, never mind.
I'm an old dwarf. I just want to smith, make my weapons, make my armour, live in peace. I've had my fighting days. Still, it's good to crack a few skulls every now and then.
Yeah, looked at what you did. You cracked it mighty fine. Wow.
Aye.
How do you handle all the hammering sounds when you're that hungover?
What?
Yeah. Like, just doesn't it give you a headache? Or more of a headache?
Stay drunk.
Actually, fair play. Yeah, that was a stupid question. I apologise. Fair dues.
That's all right, Oleni. I'm sure he gets lots of silly questions.
I haven't asked him anything actually.
If I'm drunk all the time, though, I'll never have another headache.
Does it work like that?
I think so.
So it's morning time.
Yes.
I'm going to come out of my tent, toothpick in my mouth.
Very well rested.
One of my 2 splinters. Yeah, I only needed 4 hours, and I took
Wrapped
for
in
like
your stupid
7
scribble.
carafes in
Just-
hand.
just put it in my
Blinky as you
cravat. Nothing like a carafe tied around one's neck.
You just made a rope out of them all tied together.
Just plonk myself down on the fire. Maybe get something from the kettle. Yep.
Alright. Anyone else? Anything they'd like to do?
I haven't discussed the mechanic with this of you
This is
of this with you yet, but in terms of how I retrieve the heads and how I send them back,
Yep.
I was going to ask, can I have a big old raven that works with my family, that is literally like Harry Potter styles, brings the heads back?
What about 2 sparrows with string?
That'll work too.
Hang on,
I could
sorry,
just
one sec.
yeet it.
Let me see. Hold that, folks. Sorry.
No good.
Thinking.
I did mean to bring this up before.
Yeah, no, in my head I was like, do we have to leave
It's like,
again?
it's all rotted
Oh, we only
heads.
here every second week.
Are they currently just like a little pyramid of heads?
It's
in the
literally
middle
like
Just
a
in a
big
big-
Hessian Santa
Yeah,
sack.
Hessian sack that I just drag around with
Yeah.
blood. Yeah,
It's fun times.
yeah.
So you want to have a retrieval raven?
Yes. For the heads, because I've got a big Santa sack with like 10 Gnoll heads in it right now.
Otherwise, like, I feel like we have to be not here every second week.
Yeah.
We're just like moseying to and from.
Just a big button that says submit quest.
Yeah, can you turn the quest in Ysmir?
Just want to get ahead of it.
Can we just express post that, Luke? That'd be great.
Can
Can we carry it out?
Look, for today, we'll say yes.
Okay,
we'll work that out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you want to give us
So
a portal, I'll
you
take
pop them
it.
in a sack and you tie them to your train
Yeah, we
raven, who heads back to just towards the south.
It's like a stork carrying a baby in the sack.
Pretty
with,
much
like,
that
separate
vibe.
heads, yeah.
It's like
Blood dripping.
Yes. We'll sort that out
Yeah.
Oh, the
because
best
based
kind of
off
crane
certain
delivery.
things,
It
I'm
could
not
be a
sure.
vacuum bag. Where you have
I'm
to
not
go.
sure a raven works.
Breathe all the air in.
Automatically. with what
They're all-
I don't
you've
know.
got going on.
If I, because I've got bear totem, do I just have a mate? Just stack him up full of, we got balls.
Well, like a trained bear. Just
Yeah.
drop that.
Yeah.
Aries has got multiple saddlebags and a backpack.
Yeah, send him
Saddlebags
up
and a
there.
backpack.
Midway through the breakfast, like everyone's already clearly awake, Aries wakes up. I killed them! Ah! It's gonna waddle on over and be like, whew, man, that was a crazy night. I
Yeah,
stayed up the
great job.
entire time. There was, at one point, I think, a dragon approached, but I like staunched it down, everyone. So,
We're so glad to have you amongst us.
I'm definitely, what's it called? Protecting the group, not falling asleep early on my shifts.
Absolutely.
What is for breakfast? Because it takes a lot of food to keep all this power going.
Well, you're welcome to the fire. We've got some sausage and some cooked bread.
Bread. Alright, I'm gonna just, I reckon devour like half, if not more, all the rations. I'm just gonna go for it.
Can I just scoop up the sausage dog and just remove him from the food?
Wait, no.
Do you resist?
I can try, but I don't think I have a chance. As soon as my feet are on the
Just
ground,
scooped
that's
up by
He's
the
like, can't move.
shifted off.
And I
to the
just give
side.
you like a little flick on the nose and I'm like, share. How big are you? 6'9".
Oh, I think he's 5 foot.
Yeah, I can do
I'm
it.
like 4 to 5. Like I'm at like people's like
I can do it.
waist is
He
chest.
tells people he's 5 foot.
Yeah.
So in reality,
like
he's
3.
probably about a foot and a half.
What's it called? It's. I reckon I'm about 8 foot.
You're round there.
Yeah, so in comparison to me, sausage dog.
Pretty much.
You're in between 1 foot and 8 feet. That.
It's a wild range.
Yeah.
So
Tallest in the party for sure.
Aaron is keen to get going to the north, as he would like his shipment delivered to Mordun via Ysmir.
So I guess we should
Not
just...
sure whether you've informed your new friends whether or not that's where you're headed.
Yeah, no, we'll just be like, right, cool, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Juices.
We're heading towards Ysmir and Aladdin after seeing how well our new friends fight. Surely you could find some space in your purse, perhaps to recruit 2 more guards for the caravan?
Aye.
And it's a mighty shipment that you've got there.
They can certainly join in. I'll extend the pay to them as well.
How about it?
What is the pay?
That's a great question.
It's very good.
100 gold pieces each.
Definitely deal with that.
Can we still
And
do
if we have-
side gigs?
Well,
Like on the way?
I need to see the terms of the contract, but I imagine so. And
Can I
more
do the
importantly-
side gigs with you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly, but more importantly, we do have an obligation to these people to pay half the bounty, as we have promised them. So we need to receive payment so we can pay our new friends here.
What was the bounty, by the way?
It was 350 gold pieces for the head of Yarbak and 10 gold per Gnoll head. So that's 7 other Gnolls, so 420 gold in total.
420! What I'm spending my money on.
420 gold pieces. So 210 for all of you to split as you see.
Oh,
But
thank
yes,
you.
we do need to take receipt of that to honour our word.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, if we're doing this, can we still do fun stuff?
Oh yes, I'd still be receiving word from my
Nice.
father.
Tight. Not that much.
I believe that Aladdin's estimate, we're about 5 or 6 days out of Ysmir, should we find no more Gnoll struggles or trouble on the road. But leave it to Aladdin to decide what our adventures are, since we are in his employ. I must head to Ysmir to uncover the mystery of this blight that seems to be coming there. So I would prefer us to travel on quickly, but I am but one of the caravan.
What is this blight you speak of?
Yeah, in Darling we heard rumours first, but then there were several people who spoke of it, but trouble in the north, forests, decaying, monsters and animals not as they should be.
Sounds like intense monsters could be good for the old reputation.
But that is about all we know. I seek a contact in Ysmir named Arctic, a gnome of some repute, and that is all I know right now, as I have not yet personally come into contact with the blight, only people who've seen it in passing on their travels south.
Fair enough. This seems to almost align quite well with our general business.
Maybe.
Hmm?
What do you mean by behave not as they should?
All I know is that the monsters are more monstrous, and creatures that would otherwise be regular game appear to be also decaying and taking on monstrous form. There have been many attacks.
Okay. One question. Don't look into it at all.
Of course not. Why would I have to use that?
Wonderful, thank you. What is everyone's opinion of the Empire? Okay.
I think they tax a little bit too heavy. I would think. I think their taxing system is just a little bit one-sided.
Remind me again, how much have you paid in taxes in the Aralarian Imperium?
Me, myself, since I didn't have a large enough income, I fell in the not paying tax threshold. However, my family, who was in the taxing thresholds, they got hit with it.
Mum and Dad.
Mum and horse.
No, Mum and Dad, they're just sweet little halflings, but they've paid like a fair share of taxes.
Interesting.
Okay. Too much for a bakery, but it's what it is.
Are we really talking about taxes?
It's a matter.
Oh.
Deep.
Gotta stay woke.
We are playing out the Phantom Menace.
I hold
Soon there will be a blockade.
Yeah.
I hold my opinion for now.
Okay.
So,
Meh.
Fair enough.
I'm actually with her. I
Okay.
couldn't get less either way.
Elegant bastards, a lot of them.
My man!
I mean, that's what I've seen so far.
Fair
They're
enough.
just
No, I just wanted
Before I share anything, what is your standing with the Empire?
Careful.
Yeah, honesty is always the best policy.
We kill together. Surely we can share
Exactly.
together.
I feel
You
like
can trust us.
I feel like we can.
This brings very bad tidings. That says all it needs to say.
My family is technically employed by the Empire.
Right.
We essentially shut up. We essentially clear out monsters and hunt heads of those that are deemed threats or enemies of the Empire in particular. While we don't exactly affiliate, we do have a tendency to ally with them. So I just wanted to be above board with you all with that, so there's no deception.
That's fine. I don't see how that affects me at all.
Wonderful.
Does your family have sway in like changing their opinions and like making certain people like?
I prefer not to speak on my family at the moment. If that's all well and good. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that that's a door that opens a bit later on. If you catch my drift.
I see. So your family can't control the Imperium. All the way. Let me remember that in my vault of memories.
I feel like I'm safe with you having that knowledge. Okay.
Got it.
I will say, Ysmir, as a priest of Eldith, the Eldith makes up part of the triumvirate of the Empire, but I will say I believe they overstep on their people. I think that the triumvirate is perhaps out of balance, perhaps too pro-Tempest, if you catch my drift.
I do. I know.
Aye, they're warmongering bastards.
I mean, there's only two sides of this continent. I mean, if they want to expand their dominion, it means there's only so many islands, which means they must inevitably encroach and start war in Silver Vale. But we shall see.
Keeping the peace. That's what we're really about, isn't it?
It's big words for our.
I look at the big orc and I chuckle.
There's literally a sack full of goozy heads.
Yeah.
Goozy heads that aren't attacking them.
When you say that, I'm just like, yeah, it's super peaceful.
We can be really violent in the name of peace.
I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah.
He hasn't yet.
Now, I like him. I like you. I like you.
Thank you.
You definitely need to come with us. You seem like fun. And you said fun things. You said we need to do other fun things, and I'm so for that.
You just need to like stay in your own tent at nighttime.
What? What? Okay.
Yeah.
No,
like
I
fine.
don't ask anything about that.
Okay. I think I could do that. Do you want to come to my tent?
No. Thank you, but no.
While we're sharing stories and asking questions, there has been one on my mind. Vidiri, our fine adventurer friend. Once we were in Darling, you said that you were on an urgent mission, perhaps. What takes you north with us, now that I realise that you aren't all adventuring together, as I might have assumed?
Well, I will say I don't know why we've taken these two aboard with us. I've only just come to grow comfortable with yous and now them, and I don't know about that. But nevertheless, something's gone wrong with the stars. I've been tracking them all my life. Some have become faint, some have become brighter, and they've moved. And there's something off, not right. I can feel it. It keeps me awake at night. I believe it's headed this way, and if I travel up this direction, I can find the answer. Keep everyone safe.
And so you head north to understand the stars. Yes. Well, have you left Stormwatch much? Have you travelled much across the Imperium?
No, I tend to keep to myself. I don't find the need in discussing much with people for pleasure. It doesn't seem efficient or fruitful in any way, which is why I question the additional party members. But
well, your suspicion is well founded when there is darkness encroaching and much to be wary of with the Imperium. That said, with your fledgling adventuring life, one of the things that makes a massive difference when you're on the road, as I have been, is safety in numbers. They can fight. This Gnoll band may be a small number. Our of them would not have travelled north without a caravan. So the more of us there are, the safer we would be.
I think if everyone had more candles at night, we would be safer.
Can you teach us how to make candles if it'll like put you at ease?
Checks the earwax and the ogre.
Yeah, I did offer earlier. Like,
I think we have the materials. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy to make more candles if it would chill you out a bit.
Earwax.
Just straight really hard.
Just thread one of your stupid things.
You don't have it. You know why? Because I got them on lock.
Wearing one around your neck.
Bottles are safe.
No touching.
Aaron, what do you think the chances are of coming across a tinker or a merchant caravan heading south this time of year?
There'll be some headed towards the crossroads. There's always something on the way.
We should find. Perhaps we'll find some with candle. They're common. We should be able to find travellers on the way.
Scented a bit better, perhaps.
I do have some incense which I could give you, which may help. I give you my incense. 5 sticks.
The incense of 5 sticks.
We will pass through the village of Elnas sometime this afternoon. They might have some vendors there.
Sorry, did you say Elnas?
Elnas, yes.
We
small village.
Places here.
Only a small village, just a stopover for most.
What was your village's name, Master Lethenway?
I don't even know if we had a village. More of an estate. I guess you could call it a small village. The Lothenway estate.
Was it part of a greater province of Lethenway, or was it just the Lethenway estate?
You know what? I don't really know. I never left the estate. Not until I came here, of course.
Did you leave for a particular reason? Did you hear that the mighty Ares was adventuring?
Somewhat adjacent to that, yes, Ares. I left to make a name for myself. So my travels brought me to Dallin, to the Adventuring Guild, where I make a name for myself as a mighty adventurer and return back to my house with accolades and stories under my belt.
I mean, I have plenty, so you can just take one if you want.
You would give me one of your accolades.
Yeah, just last night I single-handedly defeated Gnolls.
One of your mighty... And I can have that.
And you can have that.
So generous of you. Thank you so much.
But don't tell
But what can I
Lilith.
give you in return?
I don't need such things. I already have so many stories and great deeds that I'm just overflowing with.
Truly, this is another one of your great deeds. The time that you gave the poor dark elf one of your immensely accurate stories.
I'm glad
Heroic
that you
deeds.
See, and now you can return back to your estate when it's time.
I shall pass this on.
And
Maybe
pass
I
it
shall
on.
find someone else and give them another story.
Mechanically, perhaps this worked. Did the bards just suddenly rewrite the tales of Ares and put in
Yes, I'm pretty sure they hit Control F. They find all instances of Ares. And they just
Find and replace.
find and replace.
Yeah.
I must admit, I never knew that's how it worked.
The bards they're very quick with their little songs. They can change as soon as they need to.
I mean, particularly the stories you've been telling me of your mighty magics. Seem
Very mighty.
much more of a candidate for me to subtract you and insert myself in their place.
See, last night I was like thinking about my mighty magics as well when I was on patrol, and I just remember I feel like I was like controlling like mountains and shooting fireballs. It was very vivid. And that's how I defeated the dragon. If you want that story as well, you can have it.
Flashback to Ares kicking in his sleeve.
Like the snot bubbles going.
Just like the two front hooves are just like,
Yeah.
oh, he's running.
When we go stop in Elnas, we'll find the nearest bard and we'll get him to pen the mighty story of Lothenway and the dragon.
Yes, I am.
And you'll back me up on this.
Agreed, I was there. I saw it all happen.
Saw how great a job I did.
I saw the fireballs, I saw the lightning,
While
I
you
saw
slept in your
wizards.
tent, happy, getting a great restful night's sleep. I was
Exactly.
there taking the whole watch.
Single-handedly.
Single-handedly.
Excellent. That's for you to like take to the bards and then take it to your family and be like, I'm accomplished.
That's one under the belt. Thank you very much.
Take that home.
Do you think that this village will have like a message post or something? if you're familiar with it.
Most do.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Around this area, it is controlled by the
Dumpy
Empire,
sausages.
so yes.
Please help yourself.
Go.
And Lilith, how are you feeling about your first real day of freedom?
What?
Well, yesterday you said that you finally had your freedom from Damien, and I just wanted to see whether the air smelled fresher in your lungs.
It's about the same as the first day before I was indebted to Damien.
No, I see.
And the many days before that, and years.
So all things equal the same?
Well, I mean, it was only in his servitude. Well, servitude. Servitude? Is that the word? Slavery? Service. That's what I'm looking for.
Service.
For like, was it a week? 2 weeks? How does time work here? Is it like seven cycles of day and night?
I think it works the same as it does everywhere across the
Oh,
theory.
it definitely doesn't.
Well, in the material plane here.
Oh,
yes.
yes, definitely. And I'm totally used to that. That's totally a thing that I know 100% of.
Is this guy okay?
Interesting.
He's from the very, very far south.
Yeah.
Me or Lilith?
Further
Oh, she's from the very, very far south.
Further south.
Yeah.
That is also accurate.
We're all having a
If you think you've been south, think farther, and that's where Lilith has come from.
He's not wrong.
I'm just like looking over it, looking over you, and I'm like,
So that takes me to the last question that's been on my mind since my meditation last night. What takes you north?
I have to drop off something for Damien.
I thought your service was ended
It is, but I do this. You
by
know.
choice.
Yeah. It's for Weller, your friend.
Oh, yes.
Girlfriend?
I think not.
Mother.
Well, unlikely.
Not exactly.
And I play around with my ears. She's not an elf.
Yes, but she can. Anyway.
That's right, DM. Not an elf.
I don't know.
Dodge that bullet. Relationship, still a chance there.
Let's not rule it out.
Yeah, girlfriend.
However, you said that I might know what she actually is, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just like, oh, well, that's fair.
Yeah, well, a priest never tells.
Who tells what?
Well, anything. Confessions, secrets. It's okay to keep them.
Sure. Okay.
So north.
So if I tell you a secret, you can't
Fantastic.
tell anybody else.
Well, I suppose it depends on the details. But yes, in general, I would keep your confidence. Unless, well, let's hope it's nothing that would force me to break such confidence.
What would force such breaking of confidence?
Oh, I don't know. A plot to end the harmony of the continent of Etheria.
Oh, then we're fine, because I don't give a shit.
Right, plot to murder others. Anything that might bring others harm.
oh yeah, okay.
she kind of looks at the raven flying away. She's just like, you failed at that quite horribly then, haven't you?
Failed?
Well, those are dead.
What are dead?
Those creatures, the Gnolls, they're dead.
Yes, but they were monsters. Beasts.
Oh, so there's okay. There's like a line between beasts and not beasts.
Well, I didn't think you wanted to be preached to or converted to anything.
No, I'm just trying to understand.
Well, Eldith is all about harmony. The beautiful goddess herself would say that all creatures are living creatures. They're part of the world, but we
Except for beasts.
were born into direct conflict with these creatures. They attacked us, and we survived, and they did not. This is the way of the world, and Eldith seeks not to change this. We wish it were not so.
So if I swung first, bad. They swung first,
Neither
fine.
good nor bad.
I'm confused as well.
Seems
It just is.
I do like it is what it is.
Works for some.
Works for me. Anyone
I can
say
deal with
it
that.
is what
It is what it is. So but no, I'm not plotting to murder anybody yet.
Well, perhaps keep it to yourself. Oh no, please, tell me in confidence.
Oh, okay.
I feel that.
All right.
He's like,
We've been travelling
It's a difficult
and
conversation.
talking and discussing our lives and
Don't, we
experiences.
were moving while we were talking.
I
Like,
will
we're
get
still
someone
having
to
breakfast.
roll a d20 for the day's travel.
I've been around.
Yes,
the
Katie,
terrible, so someone else needs to.
Katie.
15.
That'll do.
That's a good roll, which means it'll be something bad.
Yeah, as we saw that nat 20 that I did
Yes.
with the stupid
The
crap.
ground erupts this guy.
A kraken comes out of the ground.
But it's
Luke's list is just all cracking except for one line.
The natural one. The natural one is not a crack.
I love that.
Definitely not.
Two crack.
It's an ancient
Kraken.
dragon.
Kraken dragon.
You pass about midday. You pass a group of about 6 or 7 monks, 6 monks, adorned in the blue and orange, which Faustus recognises and Ysmir recognises as the Order of the Seven Sons, a group of monks who are largely protectors of the little folk and truth seekers and historians.
How zealous are they? Would Ysmir and I know? Are they peaceful? Are they more like what's the word? Kind of
Fanatical.
judge, jury, executioner style religious folk? Or
No, they are very peaceful. They will resort to physical violence to protect the innocent and the downtrodden, but largely
That's what I'm about.
they try and resolve things with words and knowledge rather than physical.
My dudes. Yeah, I can get on board
They
with
are
this,
renowned for their skills in martial arts, though.
which I'm not.
That's very cool.
Well, luckily Ares is.
As they're walking
It's
past.
often why they can resolve things with words.
Very cool.
Overtake him.
As they walk past, Ysmir bows his head in solemn respect. Good day.
They offer a bow of in respect as well. So
I just
you
give him
look
a nod.
back as they pass.
Do I see who would be there? Is there like a leader amongst them?
You do see a leader.
Who's the
I think you're
monkiest of them all?
visual.
Yeah.
The monkey.
Yeah, they've got the black belts.
I didn't even actually think about monkey.
The most
Yeah,
That's all I was like,
online-
who's the monkiest of them? Like, he looks very chimpanzee. He looks like a chimp.
Clearly in main character coloration and outlining. Which one of these is about to speak?
The rest are bald and one has flame.
I have about
Yeah.
30
Spike
monkeys.
there.
Just a big quest-giving arrow pointing.
There is a female human who appears to be having sort of like a little chain of rank around her neck, and the others appear to be walking around her. And
Right.
she's in the centre of the group.
So
So it's like not a collar.
No.
Okay.
Like a
So when you said chain around the neck, I was like,
little sort
like
of
slaves.
yeah, I was like,
It's chain gang.
hey.
Link.
Choker.
So I move to approach the group and call out, well met, acolytes of the Order of Seven Sons. I'm Faustus de la Fey, priest of Eldith, and I'd ask, have you tidings from the north?
Good day to you, disciple of Eldeth. Indeed, we have come from the city of Ysmir. We have been exploring some ancient ruins and documenting the progress of the Blight.
The Blight, you say? I head north now to investigate exactly this phenomenon. What might you be able to share? Have you had notes, document anything you might be able to tell me? Stories?
We do not know its origin, only that it is spreading, and it appears to be spreading more quickly as the seasons pass.
The seasons pass, so this has been happening now for some time. Perhaps
Yes. Our first documented case was approximately 10 years ago. It started just north of the Elven City, and it spread quite slowly at first, but it appears to be accelerating.
I look perplexed by this. How could I have missed this? And now it escalates. There's rumors of the beasts and unrest in the forest in nature.
Indeed.
What can you tell us of this?
They are largely corrupted wildlife, bears and deer and things of that sort, and wolves, that appear to be growing some sort of bony protrusions and thorn-like appendages and extra limbs. They're twisted and they appear to be in a maddened state, and they attack almost on sight.
Is there a plan underway to fight the blight from the Imperium?
They have the Arcane Sanctum are doing their best to combat it with magic. They appear to have slowed the blight, but nothing seems to cure or turn it back at all.
The Arcane Sanctums, you say?
Yes. The academy where they train mages and sorcerers and the like.
Oh, I know it well. Okay.
You said you were just at an ancient temple. Is there still like some undiscovered like hidden rooms? Do you reckon? Like somewhere where
Very
someone
much
can
so.
make a name?
There are some very complex ruins beyond the northern mountains, beyond the entries to Mordun, the dwarven city, as well as there are many deep in the Underdark, below the mountains. We're still exploring many of these things.
The Underdark, you say?
Indeed.
Family up that way, perhaps? Elwood?
Most likely not. False.
So is that, I must admit my experience with Dark Elves is some minimal. Was it a drow faux pas?
Let's say yes.
I think the word you're looking for is just racist.
My apologies. Oh, that's it. Very interesting. So is this a high priority for the Order of the Seven Sons?
Right.
Indeed.
We don't necessarily have the type of magic that is required. We are certainly keeping an eye and doing what we can. We've evacuated a few small villages and brought them south, but there's not much we can do by the look of things. We take far more powerful magics than what we have.
Magics. So you know the cause?
We do not.
Of course.
This light, you said it affects creatures, animals, beasts.
Yes.
How does it affect those of the sentient races?
We've not come across any twisted or warped humanoids or anything like that as yet. Doesn't appear to have done anything. We were able to evacuate most of the villages in its path, so hopefully we don't find that out, although it is moving faster and faster.
Yes, and in 10 years you'd expect that there'd surely have been a case. Well, my travels remain the same. I must see with my own eyes before returning to the circle. Well, thank you and good day. Travel well.
So
Elders be
travels
with
to
you.
Oh, wait, just quickly, before you head off, we were in the market for some candles. I had a lot, but I seem to have misplaced them. And I would like the biggest candle that you've got, plus all the little tiny ones, if you have any.
She nods to one of her companions, and they do hand over, let's say, a dozen candles. So 12 candles.
Quick, let's sell arrows.
One time.
Harris, that was very thoughtful.
Yes. Now I can have the good tidings.
Thank you so much for appeasing our little pony.
Appeasing the undercover team leader. As he gives a wink to Bullet.
Yes.
So you're the team leader, are you?
Yes, I.
The winks on the
Yeah.
eye facing the people. Not to the group.
It doesn't even wink to us, it's just like, they're like, what is going on?
But yes, I would fancy myself the leader, as you'll actually and spread the word on this if you will. You'll find 2 battle scenes back there. One is a dead dragon. That wasn't me. That was my dear friend Lilliput over here. But then there's also going to be some Gnoll corpses.
Dragon, you say?
Dragon. He is
Pass.
solely defeated by himself with his grand magics. And then I took out the Gnolls single-handedly. Oh wait, we discussed, and I'm not allowed to say that.
Thank you.
Wipe that from the record. I see that you should be writing this down to spread it, but just erase it after you write it down.
We shall amend the histories then, yes.
Excellent. Well, good.
The songbooks of bards everywhere get updated.
I look forward to hearing more of your deeds.
A lot of white out of this kingdom.
Just want to spread the name. Ares, world-renowned hero,
Ares.
Colossus of the field, and Lilliput.
What Fenway?
But anyway,
Make a perception check.
A perception.
Yes.
I think that's a 13.
You do notice a hint of recognition in her eyes at the mention of your family name.
heard of us before, have you?
It's my job to know things. I'm a lawkeeper, Canalia.
Tidings from Silvervale?
Indeed, I've spent time in the city before.
Well, it's good to meet someone who's travelled to our shores.
It is a beautiful city. A wonderful place.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I didn't know that. So, wallkeeper.
What was the Lordkeeper's name?
Kanilia.
I was really
That was
close.
a lot of crazy
I was
letters.
so close. So instead of an I, it's an E.
Thank you.
Canola. Got it.
He's wearing orange.
Canola, yeah, I got it.
Ah, chlamydia.
We were just talking about magic.
Yeah, the blight could be viewed as... No.
I'm faking eye contact.
That's
Mine?
They do bid
Don't. That was.
bid farewell and continue moving on.
Is that inappropriate?
Let me try harder.
Bye.
They disappear off, and you spend the rest of the day travelling. And you pull into that village just after just as the sun is beginning to set. So that is the village of what are they called?
Elnest.
Elnest.
I don't back.
Elnest or Elnast?
Elnast.
Elnast.
Elnest.
That's Elnasty.
The small village consists of about 10 or 15 small buildings and a small inn. It appears just to be a little bit of a stopover place on the road north.
And the town crier definitely goes, "This is El Nasty."
Wow.
I feel I would have travelled here before. Has
You would have passed through.
has much changed in the 7 years?
It's much the same as it's always been. It's a fairly simple village, we know that much. Only a handful of farmers live in the village itself. Some all live on farmsteads and properties that are a little bit further out. But this is more just about a day's travel at a decent pace from a larger city, larger town to the north. And people just typically stop over there to rest before moving on.
Are we heading to the tavern?
Would you like to get to the tavern?
I'll
Indeed.
Lollipop would love to head to the tavern for a drink.
Alright. You head on in, and it is, given the amount of the buildings around, there are about 10 or 12 people in there, so it's quite busy for the population of the village. You assume that maybe a few farmers have come in off the fields for the day, and there is a large half-orc male behind the bar, and a few human waiters and waitresses.
Any bards?
There is no bard.
Drats.
I clap on 2 new friends on the shoulder and go, "This is where it all gets a bit messy, so I will take my leave and head to the church. But
Don't forget your wine.
I'll be back for that at
Enjoy the
breakfast."
communion wine, my guy. Enjoy it.
And I'll leave these guys to...
So you know that there's less of a temple, and there's more a sort of outdoor shrine to a variety of gods. The main 3 of the Imperium and a handful of the lesser deities as well.
All I'm going to do is introduce myself to the priest and then take up a position to prayer and ask for guidance from elders based on the new information that I have about the blight. While my adventurer friends do whatever they do in the Elnest Inn.
Get hammered.
So as you are praying and communing with you do feel a warm breeze pushing you gently northward, suggesting that heading north is the right course of action.
I'll spend several hours there contemplating.
Is there by any chance like a notice board or any messages left with the tavern keeper, barkeep?
What sort of messages are you?
Maybe there's a message for me, maybe there isn't.
There is not. There is a little notice board of quests that the locals and that have been dispatched by the Adventurers Guild from Delling. There are 2 notices on there. One is for the hunting of a group of goblins that have been launching raids out of the northwest. And then there is also one that a duo of owlbears have been raiding local farmsteads and stealing crops. And wreaking havoc and destroying lots of the wheat crop in the area. Farmers would like some action taken.
Yes, I just relay that back.
I immediately go and tear the owlbear one down.
Right. So it's bounty for 2 owlbears, paying 200 gold pieces for each of the owlbears' beaks that are brought back.
Luckily, everyone, I have plenty of experience battling owls and bears. I think this sounds like a great quest, but I feel like we have a time crunch. You know what? I take that back. We can accomplish anything under my leadership. Let's take out the owls, let's take out the goblins, all tonight. So tomorrow morning we can continue on our caravan.
So we're staying overnight?
If you, it's up to you guys.
When did we rock up there again, sir? What time?
Just on sunset, so it's about 6:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30.
So yeah, after going into the bar or the tavern, I left when I go up to the bartender and said, "My good man, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Curtis Double, and I am a traveling lawyer. I come to these parts.
What's a lawyer?
Well, think of me like a magistrate, but one who can stand for the side of justice."
Okay.
I'm just sitting at the bar watching this happen, just being like, amazing. Continue.
I'd like to travel from parts to parts to see if I can lend my services to resolve any conflicts one might have in towns such as these, where I know the presence of the law is not what it used to be. Now, I may just be a simple country lawyer.
The southern drawl is killing him.
Hawaiian shirt.
Alright, go ahead and make a performance check. And then you may continue.
Give him triple advantage. Make it up just for that performance.
That is a 18.
Very well. Alright.
I may just be a simple country lawyer, but I believe in truth and justice. And I'd like to extend my services to you and the people of your good town. Now, me and my friends here, my compatriots who are guiding me on this quest for truth and justice, surely we'll be able to find some form of lodgings in this here estate as I set up shop and service your community.
I've got rooms upstairs.
Bravo, my friend. That is a great start to an auspicious beginning.
Yep. So, it's 1 silver a night for a room.
Bradley,
How many rooms do you need?
Well, I'm certain you'd be able to set us up with a tab and perhaps take it from the earnings that the good townfolk bring in for my services. I can do justice of the peasants. I can do legislations. I can do criminal trials.
Alright, well, there's a few farmers who might
I can
have
do,
to be
what was that?
involved.
Property deeds.
Well, there's some farmers who have got a bit of a dispute over who owns what.
That is grand. Bring them to my office, and I kind of point to like this table with like a half tipped over tankard and stuff. And the guy who's like snoring,
We'll send a runner out and bring him in.
Sounds grand, my friend. Now surely some fixins will get us up good and
We'll see how you go with
nutritious.
that.
Hmm?
We'll see how you go with that.
The meal, my friend?
We'll see.
Yes, we will see. I'm glad we are meeting eye to eye on this.
So when he walks off, can I just slide over some of the silver that I stole from whatever they were?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Just from like one half orc to another. I was like, yeah, man.
You pocket it nice and quick.
Did you do this for tourist?
As he
Dickhead.
goes back over, he does send out some plates of freshly baked bread and some soups.
And you think that you've killed it?
I have.
And I just...
That was an 18.
Yeah. No, but I was like, I don't even mention anything. I'm like, oh, great job.
And one of the waiters does come over and give you the key to how many rooms would you like?
Well, surely one for myself, and then my colleagues can bonk.
Are we sharing?
We can, yeah. That's
Yeah.
usually the
3 rooms. 3 it is.
What's your most sturdy locked door? Stop looking.
Yours bulletproof door.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Well, they got locks on them. We can.
Just whatever has the best lock, that's
Alright.
mine.
Alright. There's one with a bar on the back of it.
Nice.
You can put a wooden bar across.
Hell yeah.
And to be completely honest, the door is not going to stop.
Yeah. I just want that false sense of security.
There's 7 foot or.
But I respect your wishes. You said that you didn't want me to come and hang out with you guys, so what?
After
Yeah, it doesn't I just sit there like.
She's like, I just broke my neck.
after several hours, I returned and pushed through the doors of what's the name of the inn?
The Traveller's Rest.
Traveller's Rest.
Convenient.
Nice improv there. Nice improv there. Straight.
It has a good name, a really good name.
It's called the really good name.
We forgot the name.
So what did I miss while I was at the temple?
We started the law firm.
Yeah. We?
Did you know that Lloyd's a lawyer?
I did not, but he is a man of many colours. Have you seen his cloak?
My friends, who indeed are you talking about? I am not this Lolliport, only Duncan Knuckle.
Duncan Knuckle.
Mhm.
Right. Well.
That's what he said.
I'm going to roll to see if I go with this. No, I don't go with this. What are you speaking of? Are you speaking in tongues, Lollipop? Is something wrong? Did you hit your head?
No, his name is Duncan. Like today. Or now.
Please, my friend, I know you've had a long and weary ride, but surely take your rest here, and maybe your senses will return to you.
I figured it out.
Duncan Knuckle.
He's got personality disorder.
He has personality disorder.
Yes.
Right, I look at Vidiri and Ares, hoping for some semblance of sanity.
Good luck.
Oh, we're going to go kill some 2 owls and a bear.
Now we had a chance to
2 hours and 2 bears.
a country murder. Don't you see what I brought to the table, guys? We're gonna be like one of those small English villages where everybody dies, and now we get to solve this murder.
Oh my
and
god, we get to
possibly
murder,
have
she
trial.
wrote it.
I thought it was just a propaganda.
I'm just taking
It always
all of this
starts that
in. So I looked at Vidiri after turning quite away from Ares.
We never leave, we forgot
We
about
need like some
everything.
whimsical theme music.
So several hours and something about bears, and now there's a dispute with farmers.
My friend, you have a dispute with farmers. Well, you've come to the right place. Please take a seat here.
I was only gone for a small number of hours.
I'm off to bed.
I am immediately going to bed myself.
Aradon is at the bar drinking.
Aradon, I mentioned him.
Oh, thank you.
I got some. With that news from the Order of the Seven Sons, my travel north, while still important, is not nearly as pressing. So, at your leisure, it sounds like there's work to be done in earnest. In earnest?
There's a couple of questions.
Earnest? Earnest.
Owlbears.
Earnestly and
And
earnest.
Yeah, owls and bears.
goblins have been harassing people.
Well, does this put your itinerary out at all? Should we tend to the needs of...
But, I like to smack a goblin in the skull every now and then.
And we're good for beer.
Yeah, more time at the tavern.
I was by a barrel.
Right. Look to the bartender. A small breakfast wine, please. I know it's evening, but it's been a crazy day.
Oh, breakfast. Alright. Half-up wanders off and retrieves a bottle and pours you a glass of breakfast wine.
And just puts an egg in it.
Tiny little glass with an egg.
Yeah, it's just normal wine with an egg.
I'd take the egg
Breakfast
out.
one.
No, it's cracked in it.
Well, when in illness.
Sausage garnish.
Look, would you like to see?
Yeah, we put a whole thing of sausages in his throat.
Alright, so...
Before Vidiri escapes to their room and
You're retconning her escape.
I'm dragging back in.
He's like, don't do it.
I'm gonna pull out all the candles from my saddlebags, and and I'll be like, you were explaining before to the group, and even though I have a lot of knowledge of everything, and I actually have knowledge of what you're about to tell me, I just want to double check that you've got the right information. How do I use these candles to increase my luckiness and my renown?
Well, each night when I'm alone to myself, I spend a lot of time alone. I watch the stars quite often, and I can see exactly where their positions are, and I can tell exactly from where I am where the candles need to go in order for everything to line up, for everything to make sense. You can't see that.
Obviously, I can.
But let's just say hypothetically,
Just tell every time you click.
In a hypothetical situation, tonight or even tomorrow morning, I was going to go chase down 2 owls and a bear. How would I align my 12 candles to assist me on my adventure, even though I don't need the assistance and I know what to do?
Seems you already know the answer to your question.
I want to double check.
Unless you lie, and you don't truly understand what you're trying to do here.
I don't think I'm.
Because if you're the reason this group is falling into ill tidings, then you need to leave. If you do not watch the constellations and the stars.
I never lied.
Yeah, but if he did know, wouldn't it be beneficial to the group to have extra good tidings?
Maybe instead of explaining it to me, let's explain it to everyone, since I already know.
More candles!
I would say Vidiri was always under the impression that everyone did this every night.
Picked up that vibe.
A hermit, in their place, so they don't really understand these things. It's getting really stressful and getting way too much.
I think this is the most gentle I've ever tried to be. I get it. I totally get it.
And you can tell for a character like Vidiri that her personality kind of emulates what a light in a lighthouse would be, something that could really quickly become something if the circumstances allowed for it, but often is trying to be contained and controlled, so starting to get really kind of worked up and then just leaves without a single word.
Does the hair get brighter as well when you start to?
Yeah.
It's a big long on fire.
It's a big long braid down the back.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
it slowly begins to.
Skulls on fire.
Yeah, when you picked up the kettle earlier, I was like, can you just the kettle
hold it warm up.
on your head?
So as she leaves, I'll be like, So I think she meant just feel with my guts.
So did Videri do any kind of constellation with the candles? Any sort of...
Yeah, I would say so.
Can you try copying?
I want to roll a stealth check to
that's a
see if I
fail.
can hide from Videri and watch what they're doing.
Oh, it'd be something I would do in a meditative state in the cabins around.
Unless it's really low, really
Alright.
low.
Videri doesn't see me watching unless they also roll a nat 20. If they're even looking out for me.
No, I'm happy to not be looking out in a meditative state. Just kind of no need to mistrust.
Please do it in reverse. It's an inverted constellation.
So you take note of it and you attempt to do it. Do you get an attempt to do it as well?
Yeah, I'll attempt to do it.
Are you going to let the roll carry? Do you want to do it properly, or do you want to move it area by doing it in the wrong sequence?
Well, I'll see, because she was talking about constellations, and Aries doesn't really know any of them. So he's gonna look at the stars, try and make an owl out, and be and the candle has to go underneath, and then she puts her hands on her knees, but I can't reach.
That's exactly perfect.
And it's just the exact image of an owl.
Look at it and be like, no, hers is wrong.
Changes it
I was just thinking, meditating. No, that sucks.
No, this is better.
Yeah, tidings for this.
Mine's an owl, yours is a bear. Now it makes sense.
So I'm gonna die next time we play.
Wake up with a really crook neck.
Yeah, not good.
But yeah, I'll do the meditative state, but it'll just be candles in shape of an owl.
You do a pretty good effort of an owl. It doesn't necessarily match any known constellation. It's a very nice owl.
Very artistic.
I'm feeling the guidance already. I'm feeling tomorrow is going to be successful. Or tonight.
Would you say tomorrow's
You feel like tomorrow's a very lucky day.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright. I know the time, so we might call it there. We can deal with our disputing farmers next week. And we'll resolve.
And hunting
the
2 hours of 2 bears.
we're going searching for some owls and some bears. So thank you for joining. Hopefully we will see you next week for episode 4 as the group continues their adventures. And then the following week we'll have another Secret of the Conclave every fortnight.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Bye. Have a good time.
Thanks for watching.